Welcome to Holding Action!
Get yourself winded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. The show where the combat and chaos is controlled by the rules of Dungeons and Dragons. We are set to pick up on our persistent campaign of Bloodlines of the Forgotten in this 24th episode tonight. As you wish. But before we do that...
That's the name of the episode, not what people would wish.
I mean, I want to believe they would also wish that. But before we get into that, we are going to thank our kindly sponsors, and for doing so, I'm going to... I didn't kick there, but I'm going to kick it over to my main man, Jones.
You could have pretended you kicked. No one can see your feet.
That's true, but I feel like if there was no upper body involvement, then I would be Michael Flatley, independent halves.
You're going to get him all winded before he's got to do Dungeon Master.
Right. I got to do voices, and like some of it requires some of this lower diaphragm area. Like, just don't worry about it.
I don't know if you can say diaphragm on stream now.
It's 2018, so I'm pretty sure you
You
can.
can go there? Okay.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Hello. I want to talk to you about loved ones today. If you have a loved one in your life,
I do.
you should get them Dungeons and Dragons role-playing game supplemental material.
I will.
And you know where you can get those, Michael?
At 3 gaming locations within the Twin Cities area.
That's correct. Can you name those locations, Kira?
Yeah, well, they're called the Gaming Goat,
That's correct.
and they're located in Woodbury, St. Paul, Egan.
Nailed it.
That's
Absolutely. And Odds and Bodkins. They 60% off all D&D stuff, but you have to know the password. So
It's like a side back door.
yeah. It's you don't really want to know what you have to do to get the password, so save yourself the trouble. Get yourself a non-password required 30% off the Gaming Goat.
Like down the corner from the Slip and Drip, the gas station.
Correct. Yes.
So,
They come and go.
Babes in Toyland reference?
no, that was a
I didn't see
Mega Man
the
soccer
outfit.
reference. So, do
Yeah,
your
see?
loved ones a favor and go down to the Gaming Goat in St. Paul on Grand Avenue, or Egan on an avenue, and Maple on Diffley Avenue, and Maplewood on an avenue or street or
Radio?
circle,
Corner.
No idea.
and pick up a D&D
Podcast.
book or Pathfinder book if they're like, D&D's too new, I don't like any of that, I want to play Pathfinder because it's like 3.5, 30% off.
I mean, they
all
just
time.
put out the 2.0 rulebook for Pathfinder, though.
I don't want to buy 2.0, I like 3.5.
I mean,
It's like 3.5 though.
they don't have it.
Also, I made that sound super snooty. Like, I don't give a
Yeah.
shit if you like Pathfinder. Pathfinder sounds fucking cool. So, like, you know what? Like, I don't prefer Dungeons and Dragons. I
Jones
prefer
just doesn't like
Pathfinder.
math, so
Yeah. Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
Is that what Pathfinder is? Like more math?
it's often referred to as Mathfinder.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yes.
I don't even like Tetris because I'm stupid. So, do you?
I'm sure a Babes in Toyland
Yeah.
reference.
Totally different kinds of intelligence
Yeah.
on top of that. But
Doesn't matter. So, take your rump to the Gaming Goat and buy your loved one some gifts. And you know what? Love yourself too. Buy you something. Get you something.
Might I recommend some dice?
Yeah, pick up some dice. They also have that like weird like tube, like digging the like tube bin for like.
Don't say dig in the tube.
It's 2018. If you can say diaphragm, I can say dig in the tube. Okay, go rifling through the tube, get you a dice.
A D6?
There's a bunch of dices in there.
Oh, shit.
You know what? Fuck all that. Rifle through the tube, get you a percentage die.
Just to see how many more dice you should grab out of the
Yeah,
tube.
get you a percentage die, and then leave with the spin down. Then when you get home, you're like, oh fuck, it's a spin down.
Yeah. So, before we get too far off track,
That's it.
thank
Go
you,
the Gaming
Gaming
Goat.
Goat, for continuing to support our lovely endeavor. We have a number of fun things coming up on the very, very near horizon that we will be talking about very shortly. So consider yourself super hipster for catching on to the dopeness that we are
Yeah.
super early. With that being said, we're also going through a lot of efforts, putting in a lot of work, really trying to upgrade some stuff, and we have a ton of cool things that we are presenting to you soon. But also, we have cool new subscriber badges. So if you have not subscribed already, first, quit being a dummy. Do that. But
Yeah.
second of all, you get, if you subscribe, at just the most basic tier,
Whoa.
Walker's face.
Bam!
I don't think you've been
It
told
is.
about
Yeah, no.
It's your
Yeah.
face. It's
Sorry,
an
you
emotive
don't get
you.
it.
Like my face?
You
Yeah.
don't get it back.
it. Legitimately his face.
Yeah.
You're finding out at the same time as some of us.
Gen Gun face?
No.
No,
it's
your literal
How do I
face.
subscribe?
What's your gender?
There's a picture that
It's
Jackie
easy.
drew when he
You
wasn't
just go to our
present.
channel and there's a little subscribe
Okay,
button, and then
okay.
you select the tier in which you would like to subscribe.
You can watch me do this right now.
and then for a
And see how
mere
easy it
Yeah.
is.
tier 1 subscription,
Make
you
sure
can
you
get
get the-
Walker's face. Should you decide to support the stream in a more elaborate way, you can also get Skadi's face.
Oh, what?
Whoa.
But in addition,
literal face.
in addition to Skadi's face, you also get a portion of Skadi's body.
That's my
Whoa.
face. That's my face right there.
And your arm.
Not chosen by the subscriber.
Wait a minute. I'm a...
You do
Yes,
not
are.
get to
Yeah.
select the part of the
this.
body. It is a predetermined part of the body.
It is already chosen.
Yes, correct. And then if you subscribe at our ultimate super adventure royalty tier, do we have names for it? If you subscribe at our top tier,
Super Adventure Loyalty tier, I think, is probably what it should be called.
That's what it is.
damn it. I don't know how many characters we have. But if you subscribe at our very utmost top level adventure super royalty tier,
do you
you
mean?
also get not my face, because it is covered in an oft referred to pose referred to as the face palm.
Yeah.
So, in sharing with the very consistent theme of this show, you will also get the face palm emote, the Walker laughing hysterically, always clipping his microphone because he laughs kind of weird face. The Skadi also laughs way louder than Walker even, just not quite as often, but also throws sass and toot and poison sprays people who probably don't deserve it, but are still sort of creepy, so she hits
I
them with
mean, maybe don't take your D out.
Yeah,
on a
don't
boat.
take your D out in front of me. I think that's both an IRL and in-game thing we should do.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to contest that principle,
You're gonna get blocked.
but
gonna block you.
that's a thing.
You'll get blocked.
And then, because you clearly all like seeing it, we decided to fill chat with face palms, and the top tier being a face palm emote as well. So, if you have not subscribed already,
Do it.
do so.
What you doing with your life, bro?
And you'll see me.
Yeah, you can see what other emotes you can put next to Walker's wide open mouth.
Oh!
I mean, it's 2018. Stop it. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Oh, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I
So-
like where you went.
I think we have no other immediate
turn my phone
business to handle.
Maybe fight a boss in the chat.
Oh, you can?
That's true. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff going on. As always, we are hooking it up with the moderation for the evening. JP, put some body extremity on camera.
Just a hand is fine. Do it!
Nice.
We're off.
Almost-
We are.
almost.
Yeah. All right. He tried.
Getting kind of loose.
Yes, getting super loose.
Oh, no, I made it.
Oh, there you go. Nice. So, with that, we got tons of cool stuff. Mod's going to be throwing some deets and details out there for you guys to interact with, answer you guys' questions. Also, though, make sure you're subbing so you can be next to Walker's mouth or put Skadi's, oh no, I don't think so, next
I
to
mean,
Walker's
it's my
mouth.
whole face, but
Yeah. Put your mouth
my
by
mouth
Walker's
is a
mouth.
part of it.
Yeah, but I think compared to the scale of Skadi's emote and Walker's just
I
head,
mean, yeah, it is a big mouth.
so
We should do like a sports guy fan thing and just get Walker's head on like the,
Yeah.
the hand.
I think we need like eggplant emoji, splash emoji, Walker's face is for
Oh, that's what we should have done last year for Gen Con. Not that
Can't-
Jackie's picture wasn't amazing, but like...
I mean, that's also a thing.
Anyway,
Anyways, so before we
we
go
thought
too
about it
deep
when
in
we were
there,
there.
subscribe, follow, like, share,
Smash.
smash
That, like,
the
button.
tube.
Rifle through the tube, finds you a smash.
Check out our WordPress. All of those things. We
Tell your
have-
mama.
Yeah, social media links available. We'll be doing all that stuff, trying to get better about things. So please be cool and stick with us, and also be even cooler and support. Now, unless there is any other immediate business, let us dive in. Last we left our cadre of adventurers, Skadi had formulated a plan to secretively and sort of surreptitiously bring the group back to the Feywild, unbeknownst to them, bringing with them their nary-aware traveling NPC partner, sort of.
The Nary Terry.
Yeah,
The nary-a-terry.
nary-a-terry. Well, I was going to say was harmed, but just as well. They arrived in the Feywild, specifically geared towards following up on a favor that Skadi was owed due to previous exploits of the group in the Feywild. In doing so, the pixies that they had tried to redress their former favor with told them that they would be able to potentially cure Hara of this magical poison that was slowly bleeding the life from her, should the group go through the process of destroying a specific beast responsible for creating the progenitor of the seedlings for this poison, as well as, in doing so, procuring either an egg or a baby from said creature. Despite varying levels of resistance and perspective from the party, the group decided to march dayward through the Feywild in an attempt to find the location of this creature after a brief directional tip from Papa Pixie.
It's his government name.
Correct.
Yep.
On the IDs. The group marched on for only several hours before it began to rain, a first for them in the Feywild. And it continued to rain. And continued to rain. Soon the group found themselves wading through waist-high water that seemed not to dissipate as the rain continued to fall harder and harder until Walker, in a bid to try and prepare for what is to come, cast water breathing on the group right as the water was set to eclipse their height. And the group bobbed along in 7 to 8 foot deep water in search of this creature, meant to have this progenitor poison located in or created by its person. After due time, the group ultimately did come face to face with said creature, protecting Hara and keeping her isolated from harm due to her consistently low health and the poison still affecting her overall well-being. The group laid waste to the monster, and in so doing, it seems as if the magic that called upon the rains receded, leaving them again in a now moist
Why?
Oh, that was the first.
forest floor.
Is that based on our conversation this week?
Yes.
That was just mean.
We got to get away with swearing where we can. After the monster was slain and the poisonous toxins that they sought harvested.
Ugh.
Harvested got you?
No, I was just remembering the whole description
just
of
like
it when
a-
we were doing
Do
it.
tune in to the last episode, if only to see the extraction of the poison.
M-word, Oreo, tube, whatever.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about
And
that.
after
Gross.
laying waste to the creature,
Ding.
sought to find its nest. Fortunately, despite the limited number of eggs available in the nest, the group did abscond with simply one egg, the remaining egg, after previous attempts of indelicacy left that as their only option.
The best egg.
Correct. With poison in hand, egg collected, the group traveled back to the Pixie Village to both provide them with the poison that was requested to produce an antidote, as well as the egg from this creature that they had destroyed. The Pixies said that it would take a small amount of time, indeterminate based on their unfamiliarity with the Feywild time cycle, but they are hard at work on a antidote, it would seem, and the group decided to rest, specifically to ensure Hara was going to take no more damage, and because the Feywild always seems to turn into a shit show.
I mean,
Yes. In so doing, Sproigins took an opportunity to converse with the group's NPC, Terianawan, who they had recently discovered was, I don't want to say proficient with, but was familiar with a very specific spell that Sproigins had set his sights upon for some time.
naturally.
In an exchange of educational blows, Terry removed the bone from Sproigins' finger, only to replace it moments later with a solid and completely rigid bone filling the entirety of his finger. And after learning how to sort of cast the spell, Sproigins removed Terry's rib cage.
Not on purpose.
And as Terry lie on the floor and Sproigins run through the mansion, elated at his new casting ability to an extent, the group heard the thunderous crack of lightning outside the magnificent mansion, as well as the familiar echoing sting of a portal-esque type noise they have associated with the arcane phenomenon. The group opened the door to the mansion to find that for the first time yet again they had experienced new phenomenon in the Feywild, and it was nighttime. And as a small singed bit of forest was extinguished to a brief flit of smoke, a humanoid figure began to emerge from the brush just 20 feet in front of the doorway. The figure wearing the sackcloth clothes on his bottom half, naked on his top half, with matted hair covering a majority of his face, began to stumble towards the door, seemingly empty on energy and the will to move forward before looking up at the gathered party in the doorway for them to see Letus seemingly standing there in front of them. Letus looked up with the little energy he had and asked, "Where am I?" What happens next?
Did he pass out?
He is standing there looking like he is on the edge of death, physically exhausted.
I run to him and give him a hug
I also.
and cure wounds.
I'm prepping the loot to Ash's ass if it's not Letus.
So as you move towards him, he takes about a half step, a sense of nervousness almost on him, as well as like a almost purposeful desire to want to take more steps forward. And as you get in range to hug him, he begins to fall forward,
I catch him.
collapses almost into you. And it's then you realize Letus is maybe about 6 inches taller than you remember.
Oh.
And as you put your arms around him to brace him and catch him, he was very chiseled before. He was rugged and muscular. And now you sort of feel his form, despite being approximately the same size, has extremely sort of dense feel to it. And in addition to that, your hands now gently sort of feel abnormalities on his back. And as you sort of peek over his shoulders, he's collapsed into you. You see what appear to be years worth of healed and reopened scarring and lateral marks across his back. And he simply takes a deep breath as he leans into you and finally collapses as his knees buckle towards your feet.
Cure wounds.
You see some of the more fresh-looking wounds on his back begin to close up.
I cast Healing Word at 8th level on him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your HDs. But he now at this point seems to be, for the moment at least, incapacitated. Still heaving, breathing heavily. Not apparently on the edge of death by any means, but suffering more from some form of mortal exhaustion than anything.
Detect evil and good.
Okay.
Undead, Fae, Fiends, Celestials.
You do get a ping.
Okay.
He gains 26.
Okay.
Who has the Gem of Seeing?
Mine's 9.
Do I get to know
If you
what?
need to know
Okay.
Because
I
this isn't.
Just wanted to double check that.
Okay. Because this wasn't. Because it says you know where they are,
Yep.
but it also says where the creature is located as well. So it kind of.
Yeah. So I'm going to say you do get a strong sense that pings on your radar, some sort of primal awareness within gives you an indication that there is now something otherworldly in your presence. Does ping from Letus's location.
But I don't get to know which one. Okay.
I'm going to rush out and help Hara. I assume bring him into the mansion.
I was just about to ask for that.
Yeah, just you know if there is an. You know what? Based on the wording, I'm going to say he pings to you as a celestial.
Which I would have registered before with what's his face, right?
Barrett.
Barrett Hammond. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys help us!
Arletus is an angel baby?
He always was.
I mean, I don't know if Sproigins knows that yet either. But
Yeah.
No, that was
Gillen.
out of game. Yeah.
He's 9 to 5. Okay, help.
I'm gonna hold the door open with my
Is-
foot, and I still have my loot prepped dangerously Rambo style.
Sproigins,
What?
put the loot away,
No.
please.
Why?
Because this is Letus.
I don't know this is Letus.
I do.
Does he look much bigger? 6 inches taller is like...
you can
I mean, he was too old to grow.
No.
you
he
can
wasn't.
investigate further if you want.
I would like to check him out.
I
Make
And
an
see.
investigation check.
11.
11. So you're not able to necessarily discern a lot of the nature of the changes, as much as you can tell there are very obvious differences. You kind of move the hair that's now long. He's probably got almost down to just the very bottom of his neck length hair, as opposed to his normally high and tight haircut. He has some scarring across his cheeks. Seems as if he has a small scar now across the bridge of his brow. And now that you're looking closer, you're actually seeing almost kind of rudimentary, unkept sort of patchwork of facial hair that probably only like 1/4 of an inch long, that you're sort of feeling maybe slightly against sort of the nape of your neck, in between your shoulder a little bit, as he's sort of just falling into you. Letus appears to have put on some ears, maybe.
It's like the season 1 Carl to season 8 Carl.
Oh, I was thinking more
That's a
like
great
season
reference. Yeah. Huh.
2 Angel to season 2 Buffy Angel to season 3. No,
I don't get
just
that
me.
reference.
Got it.
don't
I mean,
get that
sure,
reference
for
either.
the nobody who gets that reference that's watching this, definitely.
I'm watching this. And
I'm gonna hold the door open. I don't...
So you're okay. So we're
Well,
gonna.
I've been helping him, and even if Hare is arguing with Sproigins.
Yep, I'm walking in.
Letus
like
is
that.
heavier than you recall, but not too difficult to move, especially, I mean, other than the fact that he's dead weight. You're able to sort
Whoa.
of bring him in,
It's 2018.
living dead weight,
Living dead weight.
and you're both eventually able to kind of get him propped up over your shoulders. You feel sort of these biceps and like the baser part of his forearms now just kind of resting on you, and feeling like these heavy mantles across both of you as you try and push towards the door.
Thick Letus.
Yep.
Hare, let's get him up to his room.
No, let's take him to the bathhouse first. Let's clean him up.
That does sound like a Hare thing to say. Okay.
No, he's.
Just,
I
can
think
you
he
bring him
wants
up
to
to his...
sleep.
Can you bring him to his room?
He needs to sleep. He looks like he's
Yeah.
been tortured for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Ragnar, will you help us carry him up to his room? And we'll go up to his room.
Should
Just some support.
should we
And you see him.
Walker, maybe you
Disappear.
should go with them.
should we? Okay.
I'm gonna look to see if there was any pixies that came to see what was crack-a-lackin'.
Make a perception check.
I would have gotten a ping if they were within 30 feet, right?
Yep.
Okay.
23.
You sense the glimmering light of translucent blue wings, perhaps, kicking off some of the still smoldering flame and some of the residual light that peeks through the cloudless sky that you still find, but you can't identify specifics, as they appear to be at least upwards of 100 yards out, but almost like dashing blue fireflies. You do see tiny little glints.
All right. Well, like shiftily, I'll close the door, and then I'll run back to the bathhouse to tend to Terry.
Okay.
Once we get up to Letus's
He's in
room,
the training room, I think.
Oh, that's where I'll go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can find anything that's like a bucket in his room, and I'm gonna fill it with water, create water.
And I've been doing prestidigitation on him as we walk up to his bedroom.
And I'm gonna rip a rag off my skirt, and I'm gonna try and help clean him up, like, gently, and take care of him.
Okay.
And I will help.
So, as you both position yourselves around him and try to make him comfortable, you see the grimace of pain on his unconscious face as he's set in bed and almost kind of feels as if he's being jarred slightly. you begin to go through the process of trying to clean, and much of his face is covered with abrasive dirt and a number of obscuring elements that you can't necessarily identify. But as you continue to go through the process, you before Skadi, but both of you before too long, recognize that the room now filling with an air of this sulfurous odor and is sort of wafting from his direction. And as you kind of continue to investigate this, you take a moment to smell the piece of the rag that you had ripped off, and it is extremely strong. You'd be able to identify this as the odor of brimstone.
He was in hell. Am I able... I doubt I'd be able to tell, but could I tell what level he might have been on?
There'd be no way for you to know.
Just wasn't sure if they had different...
Well, there
sets.
are. You could probably narrow it down. It seems like based on the effect of his body, he wasn't in the realm of hell notorious for its frozen ice shelves and things of that sort. But at the same time, this could be reminiscent of pure fire all the way up to extremely rugged deserts, should that desert be filled with demons. So it's not something you can discern readily.
Is there any markings on him if I look around, or like anything in whatever drab clothing I'll assume he's wearing, kind of the deal?
Make an investigation check.
I can do that. Not great. 14.
14. So it didn't take much checking around, especially as you guys are going through the process of cleaning up. And we'll say, for the sake of expedition and understanding, you all eventually, kind of through your direction, find the exact same symbol at the exact same time.
Okay.
I want to make sure I get this correct here. So as you are pushing and cleaning his face and eventually kind of cleaning some of the grime from his neck, you actually see this almost tiered kind of archic sigil of sorts, I guess you could say, that does appear to be sort of a stylized lettering.
Got a tattoo.
You two do not recognize this. You recognize this as a set of letters. It appears as if there is an L, or what would equate to the letter L, a K, and a D, sort of in an angular artistic pattern branded into his neck.
So it's like an actual burn branding?
Shit, he got fucking Letus Kills Demons on his neck.
Is it familiar at all?
You really would never have seen it up close, but you have a very strong idea of what this probably is.
If my rag smells, I'm gonna rip another chunk of my skirt off and keep cleaning them.
Does anyone know what the marking on his neck is? Nope. Okay. All right. We'll figure that one out later.
Is it him?
Mm-hmm.
These are my brother's initials?
What's
was a motivator. He would motivate people
yeah?
to talk.
What does Letus know though?
What
He
about
was
us?
with us.
Is he just completely out of it, like, or
Yeah, he seems unconscious. It's not necessarily abrupt unconsciousness from damage or sustained sort
He's
of
just
effort.
resting?
He's basically exhausted nearly to the point of death.
okay? But he does not appear to be getting worse.
Not at the moment. He just seems to be in much need of rest, essentially. You would have maybe even probably felt familiar with this sort of state of rest
He's
not
coming
that
back
long
from the
ago.
dead?
Right.
Just
I give him 2 more cure wounds.
Okay.
And I don't think I can do it this way, but my hand goes to the mark. And it totals 14. 23.
Okay.
and I got something I want to do, but I just need to check the components real quick.
So as your hand clutches the brand on the side of his neck. You cast your spell, casting your healing, and you actually feel the brand burn back into your hand for a brief moment. And as you pull your hand away, it seems as if maybe you lessened some of the dimension of the brand, but it now sits there, a slightly more healed shade of pinkish red as a permanent scar.
I'd like to place my hand over it and cast Remove Curse.
Okay. You cast the spell. Seems to have no effect.
That takes effect on his body, though. Okay. Well, I don't know what we can do. Just keep healing him and wait for him to wake up. Yeah.
I'm not up there.
So as you then round the corner, flying into the training room, while the group tends to lead us in whatever situation may be occurring upstairs in the floors above, you find Terry on the ground in the training room. You find Terry in the ground on the training room, sort of.
Shit, Terry, hold on. I'm gonna do no bones at 8th level to try to give him his bones back. Try to reverse no bones his original bones,
Roll a d20.
or a set of new and improved bones.
Give him adamantine.
Fucker. That doesn't. Star metal bones.
You have luck?
Yeah, I have luck. I also have Inspirato. All right.
It's also not a skill check, though.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true. Well, okay. Well, let's do luck with a no bones dice, which is the big gross one.
Well, this isn't a skill check, so I don't think you can.
Yeah, you can, because it's an
Any dice roll, right?
spell attack.
He's not you are targeting him, I guess I'll say. Okay, so sure. Yeah, I'll allow that.
All right. 14 on the die.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your percentiles, please.
Oh, fudge.
Let's do it. 500. It's a 50 and a 0.
So 50.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it could be 500.
No, isn't that 60?
No.
Because isn't the 0 a 10?
0 is a 10, so yeah, that is
60.
Yeah,
60.
I don't get percent.
And you cast it at what level?
8th level.
8th level. So at this point in time, you see him
I'm going to give him DD bones at 8th level.
gasping for air. It seems like almost that the weight of his collapsed form now is pressing into his vital organs, and the
That's fair.
prolonged exposure on the ground with no support for said organs is causing some issues. And
Checks out.
in this frantic, powerful burst of magic, throwing whatever you have into this, trying to recall the mechanics, you see his form jostle and jump. And it seems as if the bone that you were able to replace that rested across his chest is pushed forward as the right side of his form expands, and the left side of his form, like a sloppy marshmallow, continues. And it almost seems like he's taking some air in. Sproigins?
I'm sorry, Terry. Gonna get some help.
He's just gasping and trying to breathe heavy.
Do you want me to? I can't do anything more today. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you, Terry. Can you cast it on? Cast no bones on yourself. I'm gonna find my rapier.
Okay.
Terry, do you want me to? I can't fix you. Do you consent to me killing you?
He basically.
I'm gonna back away. Open the door. Skadi!
Do I hear him?
We'll say it takes you maybe a couple times, but eventually you do hear a bit of a frantic plea coming from a couple staircases down below where the quarters for the group resides.
Okay, I'll go downstairs.
Okay. You find Sproigins standing outside the training room, looking a little nervous.
What? We're kind of busy upstairs.
I think I might have gotten close to killing Terry with no bones.
What?
I took out Terry's bones and then tried to give him back, and I didn't give him all his bones.
I'm gonna shove Sproigins to the side and run over to Terry.
Okay.
And is he standing? What is he doing exactly?
He is lying on the floor, and he almost looks like a triangle of flesh as the right side of his body is somewhat expanded and the body begins to droop and turn slushy.
Okay, I'm gonna lay him flat on his back.
He's already flat on his back.
Okay, and I'm going to adjust him as best I can to, lay like a human. So to elongate this side of him
Okay.
so that his organs are not squishing on top of one another.
Okay.
And just, what the fuck did you do?
I did no bones. He taught it to me, and I did it on him.
And you took everything?
I can't control what bones I take, Skadi.
Then maybe you shouldn't be casting on friendly people.
I know that now.
Okay.
Lesson learned.
We're gonna talk later. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Terry at 7th level,
Okay.
which I know won't give him his bones back, but at least I don't fucking know.
As the arcane energy washes over him,
Didn't even
you
know.
actually see as if it's not being absorbed. It seems as if it is excess arcane energy.
Okay.
His current affliction does not seem to be tied to physical damage.
Okay, well, Sproigins, figure this out quick.
I can't. There's nothing to figure out. I can't do shit. I'm fucking tapped out. I can take a sleep and then come back to him tomorrow and try to give him more bones.
Okay. That's obviously not gonna fucking work.
I mean, it might work.
I don't think so. I think Terry's dying.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I have my sword.
No!
Why? That was a Jones laugh, not a Sproigins laugh. I'm putting Mama Skadi in a predicament here.
Okay, Sproigins, I want you to go away.
Noted. I'm gonna go away.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna kneel down next to Terry. Mm-hmm. Are you breathing okay now?
He is still.
I'm gonna try CPR to see if that expands his lungs in such a way that his organs move so he can breathe.
Okay. So you make a medicine check.
Mouth-to-mouth check.
Bedroom
Is
eyes?
this a bedroom eyes check?
It might be. Down bedroom eyes.
24.
24. So you kind of put the mechanics together in your head, and not really being a student of physical anatomy, think you have a vague idea of the core concepts and do your best to focus in on what you believe the fundamental details are going to be, and then you feel sort of a unfamiliar heat from Terry in this kind of proximity to another creature that's not such as yourself, and you see his right side begin to expand a little bit, but much like a balloon almost on the left side, you see the silly putty flesh kind of up and down.
Is he breathing better now?
Still seems to be struggling.
Getting enjoyment out of it.
Struggling.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to... just out of I don't know what to do, because I'm not a healer, nor do I know no bones. I'm going to cast polymorph on him and see if he turns into an animal with only half a rib cage, or if he turns into an animal.
Shit.
Specifically, I would like to turn him into a... No, because it's not water. I was going to say dolphin just because fuck you, Sproigins, but...
I mean, you saw what I just... Yeah.
I'm going to turn him into a... something harmless. A deer.
I want to check some wording. Polymorphing a gasping Terry into a deer.
What about a snake? It doesn't have ribs.
Yeah, it does.
Does it?
Yeah. I know, I thought about a bug of some
Shows
kind, but then what if I
shows
accidentally
what I
squished it?
know.
Definitely have ribs, yeah.
They have ribs?
Uh-huh.
Nothing like
They're like nothing but a spine and ribs.
I mean, On Red Dead, when I take a snake's skin off, I don't see ribs.
Game of the year.
All right. So
No, it wasn't. Just kidding.
you desperately cast your arcane essence to sort of enfold Terry's form and see the magic take hold. And abruptly, jumping from its back, almost with animalistic instinct, you see a deer kicking over, only to find it standing 4 hooves on the floor of the training room, seemingly very confused.
Okay. Now
But it has all its ribs.
It seems to.
I'm going to cast Speak with Animals, because it's technically a friggin' animal now. Mm-hmm. Terry?
Yes?
Okay. Just so you know what's going on, you're a deer right now. I turned you into a deer.
Right.
Okay. And I did this because I wanted to see if, well, I mean, you can breathe now, right?
Oh. Well, so I can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know what's going to...
Sproigins
Nope.
took my bones.
I know he did, and I'm going to deal with him in a little bit. But I wanted to make sure you didn't die first.
I mean, I appreciate that.
Yeah. So I don't know if this is going to work when you turn back into your human self, if you will have your ribs or not.
I mean, well, my hope is it does.
Mine too, but I don't know because I've never polymorphed someone else before,
Sure.
especially
Yeah.
that was that injured. Injured. So I don't know if it's gonna work. This is only gonna last, I think, about an hour.
If the expression doe-eyed ever had a physical manifestation, these large black eyes now stare back at you. Sure.
Okay, so this will last an hour. I can, when it goes away after an hour, I can turn you into another animal again, or a deer again, because deer are beautiful. And
Sure.
I can keep you alive until Sproigins can take a fucking nap and try and fix you.
So, Sproigins is going to nip, and then you're going to turn me into animals,
Yes,
and then he's going to put my bones back?
yes.
I'm
Unless when you come out of this deer form, it worked and it cured you.
not
But I
a
don't know.
huge fan of this plan, Skadi. I don't think...
You know, I'm not either, but I would prefer this over you dying.
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
Do you have an animal you'd like to turn into next time?
I kind of really want to try, like, a tortoise.
I can do that. I've seen a tortoise before.
I feel like they're very one with their environment.
Yeah,
Sort of just, like, always happy to be where they are,
I agree with that.
you know? And then also if you could sort of, like, cast bunnies on me, I think that would be...
You want to be a bunny or you want there to be bunnies?
Is it possible to have you cast me into being a tortoise
Yes?
and then also to place a bunny on my back?
I can, but then that's one less time I can turn you into a tortoise.
I think we'll just stay maybe with the tortoise.
I think so.
Yeah. That's an excellent idea.
Okay, so Terry, can you hang out here for just a little?
Can we try something with like a wing? Well, 2 of them specifically.
Yeah, we can. As long as you promise to stay down here and not fly away.
Yeah, I want to try and sleep upside down like a bat.
I can turn you into a bat.
It seems interesting.
Okay. Hey,
And now he already seems sort of lost in this like experimental thought
Okay,
process.
Terry,
Yeah.
can you just wait here while I go talk to Sproigins?
Yeah, if you change me into bait, I could certainly hang
We're gonna-
around.
I like it. I like where your head's at. But we're gonna keep this deer for a little while because I don't want to waste the magic.
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
powerful magics. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
I would like my bones to come back
Right.
if it's possible.
Right. Sproigins has to sleep first though, because I don't know the spell to make your bones come back. But I know the spell to make you have bones and be able to breathe.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay?
It doesn't make me feel very good. Either a person or a deer. Someone has to nip before I can have my bones.
Well, you know how sometimes you've used all your magic?
Seems sort of like an issue of priorities, really. At that
You know what? I would agree, and that's part of what I'm going to address with him.
You know, like someone's bones having a snooze,
Yeah.
sort of not on the same plane. I can't really gesture because I have
Hoops.
who exactly. But soon I'll have flippers. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe something with a
Well,
claw.
that would be a turtle.
Can I be? I've seen these pink
Tortoise, turtles
birds,
are different.
long legs, beautiful slender necks.
I don't know if I've ever seen one of those.
They often stand on one leg and they like water.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen one. That sounds like something very cold weather. Very warm weather. I'm more of a cold weather animal person.
Sure, yeah.
But we used to travel with a tortoise, which is why I know what a tortoise looks like.
Excellent, yes. Maybe just look it up. I think it's a phlomostrage. Something to that extent. I'd like to try that. They seem like they're just
You know what?
hanging out.
Even if I can't do it tonight, how about this? I will one day turn you into a phlomostrich, okay?
Well, I think after this I'm probably going to find, like a non-bone removing place to hang out.
Yeah, away from Sproigins, I would too.
Just sort of find my own way in the world. If I could just stay as a deer, I'd probably be good in the forest, but I don't want to not have bones again in an hour.
You know what? I want to make a deal with you.
Well, I'm good at deals.
Okay.
I'm sort of out of my element
Yep.
a little bit.
So, I'm going to keep you alive through the night.
That's awfully generous.
Well, yeah, I'm not asking you for anything, by the way, in this deal.
Well, that's much appreciated.
I'm going to keep you alive through the night, and when Sproigins fixes you tomorrow,
Just kind of nervously tapping his hooves on the ground.
when Sproigins fixes you tomorrow,
Sure.
would you like to go to Crindon?
Never been.
I think you'd do well there.
I've heard good things.
And it's on the plane you want to be on.
For someone who has experience with mercantilism, I think that sounds like a wonderful place for me to set up shop.
I would agree.
Not as a deer, though.
No, as a human Terry,
It would be difficult for me to operate coins and craft potions with hooves.
as a human Terry, tomorrow after Sproigins has fixed you,
It's my favorite kind of terry.
me too. I will send you to Crindon, and you won't have to be in the Feywild anymore.
I'm in support of that idea,
Okay.
for sure.
Can we, not really shake on it because you have hooves, but can you hoof?
I mean, you're kind of a lot bit taller than me, sort of.
Can you
I
hoof?
can, the shoulder is down here, really, so I...
Hoof?
Not for... Excellent. Yeah,
Okay.
it is. Okay.
Thank you. That's what my son does when he's like, that's right, so.
Sure, yeah. I'll try bat next, whenever you're ready.
Okay, we're gonna wait for this though. How long has it been?
This conversation?
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes.
Okay, so I'll be back after I
Real
yell at,
time?
I'll be back after I yell at Sproigins.
Sure, I'm just gonna stay here.
Yep, that's what I would ask, and I'll be back down to hang out with you, okay?
Yeah, excellent.
Okay. And I'm gonna go upstairs and find Sproigins.
As soon as you walk out, I'm standing out there.
Put your fucking sword away.
Okay. Do you take care of him, or hold on? There we go.
What did you do? He's alive.
I took his bones by doing the spell No Bones that you fought for me to get.
Why?
Why what?
Why did you take all of his bones when you couldn't replace them?
Because I don't know how the spell works.
I said yesterday, earlier today, whenever it was, that we all turn into assholes when we come here. And Sproigins, that was a really asshole thing to do.
No shit. I know. As soon as I took the fucking bones, I knew it.
We need to be better people.
Yeah. I
Between this and the shit that went down in Greensword, and we can't even go back there. I poisoned
That's
Frey
fair.
Gendry. I could have killed him.
Yeah.
We can't treat people like this just because we're like powerful magics.
That was pretty good, Terry.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, like it was.
You're like super cute when you get grumpy. Sorry.
I made a fist like I was going to punch Sproigins, but I just yelled about how we needed to be better people.
Do we hear any commotion in Letus's room?
I'm gonna say Hara picks up a little bit of muffled, abrupt conversation.
God, they've been gone a long time.
I think they're arguing or something.
Listen, I'm
Will
sorry.
you go check?
Sorry doesn't fix
Make sure
Terry.
you're okay.
I know. I wish I had the magic to do it. I can't. I'm fucking tapped.
Go to bed. I can keep him alive throughout the night. I will stay awake with him.
Keep him alive with what?
Polymorph.
What are you turning him into?
None of your freaking business. Go to bed.
Not even swearing at me. So grumpy.
What's
I'll go upstairs.
oh, hey.
So you see a Sproigins with a certain deftness of speed walk past you, but also sort of seems like he's intent on his direction.
What?
I'm gonna go back in with Terry and just hang out with him. I have enough spells to like talk to him every now and then and whatnot. And
Okay.
That's what I'll be doing for their.
Do you have enough polymorph slots left?
I have enough polymorph slots. I don't have a ton. I have 3.
Okay.
So
I only need 6 hours of sleep.
I can only keep, it's only an hour at a time.
Well, you told me to go to sleep.
No, yeah, you go to sleep.
I'll go back into Letus's room. I don't know. They're mad at each other.
I'm sure it's fine.
Is he doing okay?
Still seems asleep. Relatively unmoving. You see his chest rise and fall.
I don't think I have anything to help him. I think I'll just sit here. I'll assume you'll do the same.
I do need to rest.
Okay.
I'm still feeling a little, but like I'm super happy he's back. But at the same time, if he was under,
Well,
it depends on how long he was with my brother. But
and how much do you know of this motivation process?
how much do I know about it?
There's not many of them per unit in the demon army for sure. It is considered a higher rank, but it is not necessarily a command rank. And you know that generally speaking, these people are chosen based on a natural proclivity towards this type of activity rather than someone that's trained or taught to do it. The type of demon that is promoted to motivator generally already has an inherent ability in that regard, both in creativity and application.
He's like a used car salesman.
I don't know a lot about what he exactly does
Yeah.
to people, but he was always like the kind of person who liked to pluck limbs off of bugs and whatnot.
I'm trying to imagine what kind of information Letus could have that would be of value.
Well, when we were with Daglon and Obex showed up there, Levis is part of his team. He's their motivator. They're like higher up. So my assumption is about us. He was with us for long enough to know about the pillars that we have.
Was Letus with you when you discovered the information about the crazy wizard on the island thing? Because I guess it was kind of strange that they showed up there at the same instance as us.
Well, I remember Skadi saying something about the land there, and it was like keeping him there. I think he was a trap because they would have known that was my dad.
Well, either way, I thought maybe there may be something there, but we can. I guess it's the you and me show, so I guess we can take turns rotating.
Yeah.
If you're feeling, pretty bad, just let me know, and I think I can help out a little bit more. So.
Okay.
But I'll take first watch, I guess.
Okay.
Because I only need a limited time for rest and stuff. And it sounds like we're just sitting here waiting for your cure anyways, so.
Yeah.
On that note, take 14 points of poison damage. It seems as if the longer you let this poison go, the more potent its effect and the more difficult you are to manage.
Are you feeling okay?
No.
Like terrible?
Yeah. I hope they get that cure soon.
I'm gonna cast Life Transference at 5th level.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
I think that's a ton of dice, but I gotta double check this one. This is a new spell for me. So.
You now begin to understand how even with legions of healers, there's only so much time you could likely buy against this poison without a cure.
Yeah, so I'll take first watch here. 4d8.
Wow. So you go through the process of beginning to cycle. Sproigins, are you going to be doing anything, or are you going straight to bed?
Yep. I'm going to where Mama told me.
Oh, I don't need this. I got one.
Okay, and then how are you guys breaking down the watch schedule for Letus?
I don't know. I'm just watching them. I'll stay up until someone comes and reprieves me.
Okay.
I'll probably accidentally sleep the whole night.
Okay, sure.
I mean, like, I'm
That makes
basically dead. Like,
Yeah, that's true. All right, so Sproigins, you doing your absolute best to find sleep, go to your room and try to nod off immediately. You heal for
82 points.
82, so take another 8. Ooh, that's pretty nice hit to
Damn.
Walker's hit points. And then you are down there with Dear Terry.
Yes, and I would like to, after the first hour, when he transforms from deer to Broken Terry again, I want to try Dispelling Magic, just at 3rd level, so that's below my polymorph level, to see if that will dispel No Bones and give him his ribcage back.
Okay, so you see him standing there as a deer, kind of just poof, and he immediately turns back into his form, and immediately the upright humanoid form that has his hands on the ground, sort of kneeling doggy style, you see the entire back bend and bow in this sort of grotesque display as the rib cage seems to dissipate.
Natural 20, I didn't vomit.
Okay, well then we'll let you go directly into your attempt at Dispel Magic. Roll a d20.
Friendship D20, let's see if it works. Oh god. Plus my proficiency, right? Yeah, it's plus my proficiency. 19.
19.
Because it's not an attack.
So, as you do that, you see the other side of his rib cage expand, and almost as a accidental byproduct of this unnatural physical mechanic, you actually hear him let out this extremely loud "ah!" as a small bone goes flying at an extreme rate, sticking into the wall, and now you see probably about 5 inches of what appears to be a slightly curved, exposed rib cage bone. And Terry,
Healing word at 2nd level. Right on there.
Interesting.
12.
12 points. Okay. Yeah, not a ton of damage sustained, but a small perforation that seemed to appear in his robe and chest cavity now closes up. And it seems as if, by and large, he is back to a relatively normal state. Go ahead and make a medicine check. That's 2 medicine checks for you in one sesh.
19.
19. Not a master of anatomy again, but kind of just doing
Getting close now.
quick poke around. You're feeling a certain consistent sense of rigidity, and the shape looks so approximately correct, and like it seems as if maybe the effects are no longer active.
Can you breathe?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I think I can.
Okay. So, well, because I thought of that while you were a deer, that we should try that, and it worked. But do you still want to try being a bat?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
It was good thinking. It was
Do you still also want to try being... We can try 3 different animals before I go to
very
bed.
smart. Excellent. 3 animals.
Or less. We don't have to.
I for sure want to try a bit.
Yep.
Because they seem like they're just always doing something. Always up to some kind of shenanigans. I sort of admire them. In the sleeping upside down thing,
Yeah.
I don't want to fall and crack me noggin. Just an hour.
Just 1 hour.
All right, so you turn me into a bit, and then as soon as the hour is about to expire, you just poke me on my little bit forehead. And you say, Terry, wake up little bit, Terry. And then I'll wake up so I don't fall upside down like
Right.
a Terry human would fall.
Right, and crack your head, and then we have to fix more bones.
I might honestly just be good with animals for tonight. I think we try animals tomorrow, maybe, instead.
But I was gonna send you back, or I was gonna send you to Crindon tomorrow.
I'm also for this. So
Okay.
tonight, let's try something a little different. Something that's already flat, won't fall.
Well, no, we can
Can
still
you change me into a crocodile?
I can.
Excellent. Let's do it.
Okay, but wait, are you sure you don't want to try the bat first? Because before the hour is up, I don't even have to wake you. I can just grab you and hold you and set you on the ground nicely,
Like a little bat baby.
like a little bat baby. I could even turn you into a bat baby instead of an adult bat.
Like a little baby bat.
Yeah.
Do you think I could get a Sproigins ghost to bring me like a little fruit to nibble on?
As a bat or as a human, I don't give a shit. Regnon! Terry, what's your favorite food?
Oh, I'm a big fan of the obrado fruit. If you have some of those lying around.
Regnon, do you have whatever the fuck he just said? Fruit. Just fruit, Regnon. We don't have the fancy fruit from where you're from, but we have fruit.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
It's sort of a delicacy.
I even have, and I'm going to hand him an apple.
Sort of strength. It's excellent. The world view, not as a deer, is an exciting place.
Well, especially now that you can breathe.
Right, that's also good. Yes.
And you have all your bones.
Yes. Maybe they could bring me like a sandwich. And I could
Regnon!
be a crocodile eating a sandwich with some kind of meats in it. Like a vicious Terry crocodile sandwich.
Okay.
Not that I want to be in a sandwich.
No. Regnons! I need multiple Regnons.
You eventually get a small huddle filed in.
Okay. Are you all listening? Whatever Terry asks for, until he leaves the mansion, he gets. Thank you. And you, if he asks for something while there's a Regnon doing something, you do it. And then you do when the
He then kind of like steps up next to you. I've got this. Dragons? I'd like you to make me a crocodile.
No, they can't. That's me.
You sit there.
They don't do that. I'll do that.
I'd like you to make me a crocodile sandwich.
Okay.
Do it, Regan.
All right. And I'm going to turn him into a crocodile.
Massive,
Crocodile standing up.
yeah, massive belly flop onto the ground.
Oh, it's like Hook with the giant crocodile.
You, little crocodile groan comes out, and then eventually the little crocodile arms begin kind of moving across the sand, and he's sort of just thrashing his tail randomly, does a rollover. Just the very oddest behavior for a crocodile you've ever seen,
We'll
but
spray water all over him.
kind of just doing some things, and ultimately the Regnons come down moments later to bring him a sandwich.
I'm just going to hang out with Terry all night.
Okay.
Or at least until Sproigins wakes up.
Gotcha. Okay. We will fast forward then to.
During that time that I'm keeping watch, I want to make sure that I'm picking up where I left off in Morden's book, and I'm reading it out loud next to him.
Gotcha. Okay. Make a performance check.
That's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
10.
10. Okay. Noted. So you go through that process for
Like only a couple voices.
hours and get lost in the depths of its pages as you recount the history, the people, the following, so on and so forth. Before 6 hours elapse, and you hear gentle footsteps heading down the hallway, but they don't seem to stop at that door. Are you doing anything before you head down?
Yeah, I actually would like to kind of knock on Letus's room.
Okay. You walk in to find Hara sort of uncomfortably asleep, Walker reading out of Moradin's book, and a unconscious but thick Letus
Oh.
lying in the bed with sackcloth pants and
Does it look like someone had like made sure to rub over his abs with like some glistening
canola
rags
oil?
first? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, let me just go ahead.
I
and
mean,
get
he does
some
a
of this.
decent job of it himself. It's like if you created a level 1 character in any RPG and put his like fitness to absolute top.
Yeah.
And then
That's like
all
the
you have
Mega
is
Madden character,
sackcloth
like-
pants. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. That's what
Yeah.
you're looking at.
It's like a ripped Jason in the Argonauts. Jason.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sproigins, what's this word?
That's butts.
Butts.
That's not butts.
How are you in Skadi? What was that?
Oh, Skadi was just yelling at me for being a prick.
I mean, she doesn't always do that though.
No, surprisingly not.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
How's he doing?
He hasn't moved, right?
I mean, he's jostled. He's given the semblance of life, but he's still asleep.
He's relatively the same.
And it's him? Did you guys look through the eye to make sure it's him?
No, I didn't do that, but I will say there's something off about him.
You mean that he's super fucking tall and ripped and got beat to shit and somehow teleported to us in the Fae?
Well, I mean, other than all of that,
Yeah.
there's also the fact that I pick up the same signature as Barrett on him.
He's a god baby?
Is that what Barrett was?
He's like, well, I mean,
He looks like
he's
a full-grown
he's like
adult
a
to me.
celestial god baby. He's like an angel baby. Like a thick, muscular, beautiful angel baby.
Yep. Okay.
And Letus is like a thick, dirty, muscular angel baby.
You,
Well, he is cleaned up now. He has a bit of a Daytona
I mean-
Beach glisten to him.
He looked dirty.
yeah.
You know, when you clean the dirt off someone, you don't realize how thick and beautiful they are.
Okay, Sproigins.
Close the door. Yep.
Did he just walker me?
Yep. Enter into a weird conversation and then leave.
Yep.
Leave you wondering what happened. And now you still don't know what that word is.
And then I'll like just sit there trying to concentrate on reading, but like not doing a very good job after that conversation.
just staring at Letus's abs.
And imagining
Well,
a Barrett
he's
Hammond
thick.
angel baby.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
He has a
So-
6'6" thick angel baby.
There you go. You do eventually find your way down to Skadi, who is now babysitting a very tiny, probably only about 6 inches long, suspended bat from one of the wooden boards in the training room ceiling.
I'm feeding it raspberries. What?
Is that? Did you turn Terry into a bat?
Yeah, he has to be a bat.
Unlike his dying wish is to
He's
be.
not dying. I fixed him.
How did you fix him?
None of your business. We need to talk more.
Okay.
I need to
Right,
talk
I will
with
come in and close the door.
I need to talk with everyone.
Okay. Do you want me to wait and get everyone?
No, because I still haven't slept because I've been hanging out with Terry.
Do you want me to hang out with Terry and then
Not
you can
really.
sleep? Why? I'm not gonna take any more fucking bones.
I don't think Terry. I'm gonna talk to Terry. That's a bat. No, you know what? I'm gonna not polymorph. I'm gonna wild shape into a bat,
Okay.
and so I can talk to Terry.
Okay.
Hold on. And I'm gonna go hang out upside down
So
with
as
Terry.
you shrink into your bat form and fly up, I mean, it's quite big compared to my form, but I was rather enjoying the raspberry.
Yeah, we need to talk.
I cast comprehend languages.
Okay.
So I still need to go to sleep before I can send you to Crinden.
Right. Sure. Yeah. A lot of sleeping going on before magic.
Well, I'm just kind of tapped out from keeping you alive and turning you into animals.
It's fair.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. You probably deserve a good night's winks.
Right. But the first thing I'll do as soon as you're ready, once I wake up, is send you to Crinden. Okay?
Excellent.
Do you want to hang out with Sproigins while I'm sleeping? Or you know what I think is probably a better... Do you want to... Because you need to sleep too. We've been up all night. I don't know if it's night. I don't know.
I've been very much enjoying this whole bait crocodile thing.
Right, but I'm tapped out and can't turn you into any more animals.
Sure. Well, I can never turn me into animals, so this is sort of a singular experience for me.
So, it's...
Look at my wings. If I let go, they just hang.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
Isn't it excellent?
It is. I turn into
Pale
animals all the time,
magics.
though. That's just part of who I am.
Pale for Magics is powerful. I am.
I know it is. But we both need to go sleep.
Sure. I am a creature of the night.
Me too, right now.
Excellent. Excellent.
You know, I don't want to cut in. You guys are probably the cutest bats I've ever seen in my entire life.
I'm just gonna squeak at him, but I'm gonna be yelling at him. But he's not. Oh no, you can understand me.
Yeah.
Shut up, Sproigins! I'm mad at you.
I know you're mad at me.
Is he going to take my bones out again?
Not gonna take any more bones from you, Terry. I promise.
Don't believe him.
I don't either.
All right. Well, I think perhaps maybe we try to catch some shut-eye
Okay.
and, go ahead with the whole Terry and Crinden thing tomorrow.
I think that's probably a good idea.
Excellent.
So I'm gonna turn back into Iceborne me. And
Don't let me... Oh, excellent. Lets the wings hang for a second, just kind of frozen yogurts into your hands.
I'm gonna pick up a few more raspberries and set them in my hands with Terry.
And he's just going full, bat embrace mode.
Okay, we're going to bed.
Okay, before you send him to
Sproigins, I'm like a Batman. Like a man who's a bit. Have you seen this?
Not until just now. You're probably
Excellent.
the coolest looking bat I've ever seen. It will become the legend of Terry.
Come, Skadi.
Did he also say he was a crocodile?
Let us
Yeah, I
go to
turned him
bed.
into a crocodile earlier tonight.
We'll slumber
That's awesome.
this misfortune away.
Okay, before you send him to Crinden, to make sure you let me know because I have parting gifts for him.
I don't.
Are they his bones
anything
back? Because I
he's
already
got
gave those to him.
Give me. I don't. Skadi, can we not? Look.
Okay, I was going to give him magic items, but if you don't want him, Terry, then that's fine.
Just maybe in the morning I'll see how
After
we.
some-
I mean,
sleep.
it is literally the morning.
Well, we'll be asleep for the next 8 hours, so
Okay.
Could use a bit of a rest. My old bat wings have seen a lot of action in the last hour. A lot of hanging.
Hey, look, I feel like an ass for taking your bones.
It was kind of a rude thing to do.
I was very rude.
Didn't ask for that.
I know, and that's why I feel terrible about it.
Well, I'm just going to get some rest and look on tomorrow as a new day.
You deserve it.
Alright,
You also deserve it.
going to bed.
Please have
Will
a
you
great sleep.
Will you tell Walker and Hara we all need to talk when I wake up?
Yes. I think you should pop in and see Letus before you go to sleep, though. He looks like a gorgeous angel baby.
He was always a gorgeous angel baby.
Yeah, but now he looks like it.
What's the latest?
He's our friend.
Excellent.
Huh?
Nothing. Just ready to catch some winks.
I'll tell him.
I need you to do me a favor too.
What?
Make sure Is gets breakfast. And I'm just gonna walk away.
All right.
Okay. As you begin heading up the stairs to your room, Skadi,
Yeah.
hopefully you understand. I don't want to seem unappreciative, but it seems like you all have a lot to work through, and unless it's you have some interest in changing your end of the deal, I would sort of like to not maybe get whatever jokes Sproigins has in plan for me and leave when we wake up, if it's possible.
So you don't want to say bye to Sproigins?
I feel as if the group maybe is maybe better with you me around for a little while, and you can all come visit once everything is settled down and things are much better.
How about this? I think you should say bye to Sproigins, because I think Sproigins had a long night last night where he thought about what he friggin' did.
I mean, I sort of had a long night as well.
Yeah, but you had a long night of like fun getting to be a crocodile and a
I
bat.
mean, the bait crocodile thing was alright,
Right.
sure, but there was a part where I couldn't breathe.
That's true.
There was less than ideal.
That is very true.
And I feel like you could all just sort of send me a letter or, wish me well on a postcard. Best wishes from wherever the hell you are now. Hope you're doing well, Terry. Your best friend's finger guns.
We'll talk about it when we wake up.
XOXO from Sproigins.
We'll talk about it when we wake up.
Sure.
Okay.
Excellent.
I'm going to keep bring him to my room and set him on my bed, and I'm going to lay down.
Okay.
And I sleep for the next 8 hours because I'm fucking exhausted.
Mm-hmm. You do wake up after about 40 minutes when a small bat that found its way under your pillow explodes into a human-sized form.
That's fair.
Sorry about that.
You know what? That's okay.
I didn't have the whole exploding from a bat into a crocodile thing worked out with a human and all of that. I was having a deer dream, I think. I didn't hoove you, did I?
No.
All right. Well, if I nibble on your ear like it's a piece of fruit, please take no offense. It was a wonderful experience.
I kind of like that, so.
Excellent. Well, we'll just see where that goes. All right. And goes to the pseudo-fetal position next to you. All right, so you both are resting. Are you guys doing anything in the morning?
I would just, for the time being, I would just pop back into the room with Letus and Walker after I tell the Regnuts to bring chicken up too.
Okay.
Walker, you on breakfast? Did you get some sleep yet?
Not yet. I mean, you and Skadi kind of ran off, so it was just me and Hara. So.
Oh shit, I went to sleep. Does that make me a dick?
I mean, it makes
Don't
you
answer that. That's fine. I'm fine. You want me to take over so you can go to sleep?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Alright.
We're just hanging out here, right?
Alright, give me the tome. The book.
I don't know what would happen if you touched it.
A book?
I mean, they're like religious. You don't know how this really works.
I talk to gods all the time. Give me the fucking book.
I'm gonna slowly point. Does it start doing anything? I'm gonna just
It seems very bookish the entire way across.
I'm good with gods. Give me the book. Or keep it. What would you prefer?
Maybe read from your God's book.
My god doesn't have a book.
Maybe just do what you do.
Alright.
And I'm gonna walk out and go catch some 4 hours of winks.
Okay. Everybody kind of catching up on their staggered schedule.
I will tell passed out Letus of our adventures while he was gone.
Okay. And at that point, I would think you wake up to hearing Sproigins recount the events as they unfolded. I think probably just heading into the Shadowfell.
I'll just sit there and listen.
Okay. All right. So probably right about when Hara wakes up, actually, you hear, and you see Letus open his eyes for the first time.
I've done it. I've done it. Hey, settle down. Hey. Stop it. You're gonna fucking destroy me. I'm not ready for this.
Sproigins.
No. Yes, it's me. Why did you don't... You know who I am.
And you see his eyes kind of blurry almost, but focusing in on you.
Hara, wake up.
I'm awake.
Oh.
I'm awake. Hi, Letus.
Where am I?
We brought you to the, we're in the mansion, in the Feywild.
Feywild?
Yeah.
We've left here and then we came back, and it just so happened that where you came out was here.
How long have I been gone?
A month?
A month our time?
You see him kind of put his hand across his chest, but run his fingers down the side of his back.
It feels longer there.
A month?
Yeah.
How long did it seem like where you were?
I feel like I watched people grow old and die around me. It felt like forever.
Do you
I need to
remember-
speak to Fazio right away.
Well, we have to, we've got to take care of a thing first before we can leave the Fae.
What?
We're waiting for a potion. And as soon as we get it, we can go.
It's a very important potion.
What happened? What's happening? Somebody tell me what's going on.
We're still on the mission to collect the pillars. And in doing so, I was poisoned by Fey Whisper. And we should be getting the cure soon, but
You see him kind of struggle to push himself up. Am I alive?
yes.
I mean, you seem fucking alive. You're very different, but you seem very alive.
How do you know?
Because I wished for it.
What do you mean?
I was dying.
Yeah.
I had an option. And I wanted Lita's back.
All right. Well, welcome back.
I don't think it'll go away.
Yeah, what's that, a tattoo? It's not a very good tattoo.
How long were you with him?
The last few times.
I'm sorry. I should have brought you back sooner.
I need to think. And he stands up slowly. Kind of kicks his feet out over the edge of the bed. Slowly pushes himself up, and even in this sort of like weakened state, you're seeing again this just overly developed muscular structure.
You know what? I'm gonna get you guys some breakfast.
Thank you.
And you see him wave his hand, and the door flies open extremely hard.
I'm not gonna look back. I'm gonna just.
And he begins taking steps out.
Ah.
He turned into 11.
I guess. Do you want to be alone? Can I?
He just doesn't respond and continues walking, and now you see just this patchwork of almost a pattern itself just etched into his back with lines and gouges, all in various states of forms of healing. On the back of his heels you see a number of tattered blisters and what appear to be purposeful abrasions and cuts as he takes his steps out the door.
Of the bedroom?
Yeah.
Please let me just do one thing for you, okay? And then you can.
I mean, if you want to catch
I'll
up...
chase after him.
Okay. You see him kind of stop.
Just let me help a little bit. And I want to lean down and touch his feet and do cure wounds into them.
Make a strength saving throw.
Oh shit.
You didn't ask for consent.
I did not.
And now you get donkey kicked.
And dead.
17.
17. So you go to apply your healing magic towards an affected area, and this pulse of arcane energy kind of emerges like a slightly visible sheen, sort of like the photon torpedo hitting the Star Trek ship, and you're blown back slightly. Not violently or forcefully, but you find yourself pushed back as if like a gust of force almost had kicked you back, and he kind of just over his shoulder, "There's no helping me anymore." And he begins walking down the stairs.
I will let him pass me. I wasn't going down that seriously.
I'm gonna just lay there for a second.
It didn't knock you down per se.
It just pushed me back.
Yeah.
Would I know what he's talking about? Lise, what are you talking about? Just don't go wandering outside. I want to keep an eye on him. Like, not like super follow him, but see if he leaves the mansion or not.
He seems to continue to be going down.
I keep following.
Ragnar's breakfast.
Okay? He eventually goes into the training room and closes the door behind him.
Deal. As long as he doesn't. Hey, Ragnar? Will you and the rest of the Ragnons keep an eye out if Letus leaves the mansion? Will you let us know? Thank you. I go to the kitchen.
And he just begins watching the door.
What the hell's going on?
Skadi, you eventually wake up after the roiling, and you're... And it's definitely how that works. And then, after that, there was like 2 small cubes, and then I stuck them. But it turns out that there's a bad flavor of ice cream. And you kind of roll over to see Terry like super spooning you from the outside, just whispering weird, talking things in your ear.
Terry on the line.
And then we filled it with sand, though. So it worked out all right. He just, "Oh, that's fine. I'm gonna find another one." And he sneaks a pillow.
Oh, he didn't have to sneak it. I probably gave it to him.
Sure. Yeah. The old hug and roll technique.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna go check and see if Is is in his room.
Okay. As you open the door,
Did Sproigins not come get you?
and he begins walking out and heading down the stairs. Heading downstairs.
I'm gonna follow Is.
I had Ragnar's bring him chicken. Was that? Oh. Don't worry. I got it.
Nice. So yeah, he goes downstairs and seems to meet up in the breakfast area.
Ragnar is hungry.
And they all go through the process of continuing to prepare the meals and get the details together for the typical Is dish.
I give him scratchies.
Okay. You find yourselves now in the general prep eating area of the mansion, assembled as one.
I got my rest.
Yep. Letus still appears to be some other portion of the mansion. And Is now going to work on chicken.
I'm gonna dump my lay on hands on me. Or am I supposed to get the antidote today?
We don't know how time works here.
But that's what they said, right? The new day?
New day to us.
They don't run on our schedule.
No,
Well,
we can
I'll
ask.
do it
We can
just
go
in
ask
case.
him.
I'll do 2,
Okay.
so it gives me 10, so I get 1.
Mm-hmm. And you take another 11 points of poison damage. What does that bring you to?
7.
I'm just gonna be very quiet,
So-
waiting for my food.
Breakfast is gonna be good, right?
Yeah,
This
it's
is
always good.
back for whatever reason. And
Oh, yeah, no.
oh
there's
yeah,
a
how's Letus
specific-
doing? I stopped by the room and saw he wasn't there. Is he awake?
Oh, he's a
He's
complete
awake.
shit show.
I tried to put healing on his feet because they're all blistered, and I got like blown back. It was very strange.
Do you want to tell them why he's back?
I wished him back.
What does that mean? You
You
wish
used your wish on him?
Yes.
you have wishes.
Not anymore.
I have this magical deck of cards.
Had.
Have. Did I give them away?
No, just don't want anybody to get the idea of pulling any cards.
Getting more wishes?
No.
Well, I mean, like,
Besides
we pulled
the
a card,
point.
we got
besides the point.
wishes. She got stronger. Like, we know that they seem to, like, do bad stuff. At least when you sense it, it seems like it should, but we've only had good things happen. Anyways, I got wishes. And...
It's like Terry. I keep hearing bad things, but all he does is good things.
Right!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, where is
But
Terry?
he's sleeping.
Okay.
He has all his bones, don't worry.
But I'd been thinking
Yeah, he does.
about it.
Okay.
Weird thing
Yeah,
to say at
thanks.
breakfast.
And I have my bones too. So
Me too.
So everybody's all set.
not sure about Letus, because he died.
Pretty sure
and
Lita says all
Came
his
back
bones.
to life. He's probably got more bones because he's taller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's different.
I've become a doctor in the past couple hours. That's true.
With a 4.
You failed the inside roll on yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, I
So
had a wish, and I saw Ghost Letus, and he was telling me to use it on myself.
Yeah.
But ever since he went into the well, I was thinking about bringing him back.
We were gonna go get him.
But
well,
What if he doesn't? What if he doesn't stay? Is that fine? If he just is,
well, I don't see why he wouldn't. I just wished for him to be alive.
yeah,
And
I don't know if I'd want to stay with us if I was him.
oh, you mean stay with us?
yeah.
I hope he doesn't.
I mean, I think I
The last
also.
time he was with us, he died.
Yeah, he chose to do that though.
I don't want him sacrificing himself for us.
well, unfortunately at this point I think he's marked.
Either
Huh?
way, I don't think.
He's got,
Oh,
Yeah, it's that tattoo.
and then also you said that was your brother. I imagine him being alive again, he would be sought after for the same reasons.
they're my brother's initials. My brother is a motivator.
What does that mean?
He motivates people to talk when they don't want to.
Oh, so does that mean Letus talked?
I doubt it.
What would
With-
he have talked about?
I would assume us, the pillars, whatever information. He was with us for long enough to have gotten information. I don't think Livus doesn't really care. He probably would have had fun just
What-
knowing that he was.
Did he say anything? Did Letus...
Would it matter?
Did Letus say anything?
Yeah, I mean, it sounded like Letus. He said, "Where am I?"
Said,
Of importance.
"No one can help me now," something like that.
Yeah, he's very dark and broody.
He was in hell. And when
Yeah.
you're there, like,
Does he want to do anything? Does he...
time has no meaning there. So he feels like he was there for a lifetime or more.
But he's back now. Did he say he wanted to do anything?
Did he?
No.
No?
Okay.
Did he? I don't remember him saying anything
Jesus,
like that.
guys. Okay.
No, he just walked away. He also used like
What?
some
Are we missing
crazy ass
something?
fucking magic that he didn't have before to swing the door open.
I wasn't there.
I don't remember. Do I remember?
Clearly not.
Ah, fuck.
Okay. Well, I guess.
I wasn't paying attention.
If he's awake, I'm gonna go talk to him.
He's
Okay.
in the training room. Go talk to him.
I'm gonna get up and just walk away from this table.
Okay.
I was just excited he was alive.
He said something very specific that he wanted to do.
I literally don't remember.
I'm gonna knock
Really
on
the only thing he said, actually.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna knock on the training room door.
You don't hear anything.
I'm gonna open it.
Okay. You see now, as you sort of peek in, the training dummies are strewn into pieces with portions of their wooden standees embedded into the walls. And it seems as if like the room itself almost has a slight bowing outward.
Damn.
Very subtle, but there's sort of a spherical deformation. And you see Letus breathing heavy.
Oh.
Scars and wounds all across his back, feet buried in the sand. Just kind of holding still, but deep breaths, maybe trying to focus.
Letus?
Doesn't seem to acknowledge you.
You don't have to say anything. I'm really happy that you're back. I'm really happy that you're on this plane. It looks like you've suffered a lot at our expense. I don't know how to say this. You are such a good person. And since you left, we have not been good people. I feel like you were our moral compass while you were with us. And I don't think we deserve you anymore.
Make a persuasion check at advantage.
I remember.
23.
You see the sand slough off the top of his foot as he begins to turn around and see that it's still stuck to certain parts of his body that seem to be extremely recent wounds. He turns around and looks at you. He's still kind of breathing heavy. Still appears extremely exhausted. You aim to continue your mission.
I do.
I have one of my own.
What is it? I'll do whatever I can to make it happen.
He's still struggling to kind of put this connection together with you in the moment. You see his fists and muscles clench and almost bulges outside of his own silhouette. I need to see Fazio.
Do you want to go right this second?
It's important.
Do you want to say bye to the rest of the group?
I think I'll have to see them again anyway. I also need to handle Aerothan.
What do you mean?
I need you to help me, Skadi.
I will.
Corsica staging grounds.
Corsica. We need to go there?
I need to go there.
I can send you now. Do you want to say goodbye to the group or no?
grown very weary about certain goodbyes. I didn't come back just to make another one. Thank you. I'll see you again.
Good night. I'm gonna walk closer.
And he kind of leans toward you gently, gives you just a little hug, much as he can, hands lower on the back, unable to lift his form, but feels rigid but malleable, extremely weak still. Can you send me?
I'll see you soon. I'm gonna cast plane shift on him and send him away
Okay.
to the portal in Corsica.
Okay. As you see the white lights fold around his form and the blue arcane energy dispel, he kind of reaches out with a hand just briefly right before the twinkle of arcane energy dissipates. I didn't tell him anything. And he disappears.
I knew you wouldn't.
And that's where we'll take our first break.
He's such a good guy.
So we are going to take a very short break. Be back not 2 minutes late like we were starting. So stick around.
You know what? While you're in chat, fight a boss.
Fight a boss.
Fight a boss.
Subscribe and tool around with some emotes.
Yeah.
Also,
Smash the tube.
go on a dragon heist.
Yeah. Sploosh.
That's also a thing. And then also continue to watch and earn XP. Watch for chests that fall on the screen for you to get bonus XP. Support the stream by subscribing, hitting with bits to get yourself exclusive badges, all that stuff. But do that on break when you're not like missing some cool stuff, and then as soon as we come back, you can go back to that. So stick around. We will see you in a moment's time. Don't miss it.
I remembered.
Did you?
Finally.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. I remembered before he said it.
And we are back! Welcome back to holding action. To quick catch you up, because I want us to dive right back in. The group started by...
Whoa.
Guess who loses phone privileges?
Oh no!
The party picked up with the recovery of Letus, it seems, from the brush of the Feywild outside the magnificent mansion. Saw to some wounds, only to find that on top of aging, seemingly growing stronger, and growing in size as well as overall muscular strength, he seems to have endured a great deal of prolonged physical torture. He was brought to his room, tended to by most members of the party, with the exception of Sproigins, who immediately absconded to the training room to try and put Terry's bones back in. That was met with a half success, you might say, only to find that the true fix of the situation was for Skadi to ground Sproigins to a certain extent. Ultimately, fix Terry through decent roles, and then ultimately play zoo/housekeeper until they had a very awkward cuddle session. In the morning, after the group had rested and worked through their inner struggles with the current moral dilemma that they are facing on a number of fronts, Letus awoke, seemingly still disoriented but very purposefully sat down to the training room to isolate himself. Being left alone due to his demeanor and mysterious presence of arcane spells he did not have or arcane power he did not previously possess, the group gave him a wide berth at the time, and until Skadi decided to pursue a conversation with him in the training room. There it was revealed not only that his power is something of a surprising and unestimated quantity at the moment, he had what he explained as his own compulsion and or mission to address a number of things and needed to speak with Fazio, the right hand of the king in the Corsica military encampment, as soon as possible. Acquiescing to his request, Skadi plane shifted Letus out before, or right up until the point where Letus was able to quickly inform her he did not tell them anything. We now pick up with the party sitting in the kitchen, sans Skadi, who is downstairs and headed up from the training room. So, Skadi, you finally return, encounter the group still sitting, now with food served, and Is going to work on some more chicken, and what happens next?
Skadi, I remember what he wanted to do.
He's doing it.
He's talking to Fazio?
I assume so.
Oh.
What?
I went and talked to Letus. He wanted to go see Fazio now.
That's what he said.
So I sent him to go see Fazio.
That's that.
He doesn't even have clothes on.
He didn't want to do anything. It's fair. He
All right.
wanted to go see Fazio.
Well, you can get clothes there, I guess.
That's like the guy that started this whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So it seems Letus is back in the fold.
He's alive. And y'all, I mean, like, I wished him, so I also believe, but he's like, you saw him?
Hmm?
Confirmed.
Cool.
I touched him.
Yeah. I mean,
That's what I was thinking.
I didn't actually touch him.
He's not a teenager anymore. So.
mm,
But I did hug him.
I wish I could have given him his book back.
He didn't. He wanted to go.
There's a chance that he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't.
He didn't have his shield.
He doesn't have clothes on.
Yeah. There's something up with him. He's got a piece of this book in him now, so to speak.
I don't even know
What?
what that means.
Sounds
Can I
like some
insight
very
check that?
Walker
Yeah.
deception, persuasion,
Yeah.
roll for weirdness.
Yeah. Feed him.
I'm natural one.
Yeah. You're super. You're not. You're very. You're hard to read.
Yeah.
But I'm proficient in
fed him
weirdness
the
with a
book?
20, so...
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
So all right. So Letus is gone.
Yeah.
Okay,
But he's alive.
Yeah.
I guess we'll catch up with him once we get done with this, maybe? I mean...
You guys, we need to talk.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what we're doing, so...
I mean, about something specific.
Specifics are good, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Being like assertive with you guys is not really my forte, except apparently Sproigins.
You're pretty good at it.
Yeah.
I think you're probably a lot better at it than you think.
Maybe.
Mom training.
Mom's got a mom. We're shitty people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We have this heroic mentality about us because we are trying to save Esterlin. But Sproigins almost killed Terry.
What?
You two kill people because they're in our way as opposed to figuring out another way. I attacked Gendry for, I mean, he shouldn't have pulled out his dick, but like,
Don't send dick pics to people.
Ever.
well, never
Ever.
asked for.
Nope. Never.
Don't do that. Sorry.
He shouldn't have pulled out his dick, but I shouldn't have attacked him like that either. We're banned from Greensword, which I know that's before your Time Walker, but
I
because
don't even know what Esterlin is, so...
Green sword is on me. I take that. That's fine. I take that.
I mean, that was
Also on
right
Godo.
That was right after you
Probably more on Godo
Died.
than me.
multiple times.
yeah,
That shouldn't be a thing.
Right.
That
It shouldn't be
matter.
a thing, but I mean, you were going through some stuff. But we've been shitty.
we've been really shitty, and
We killed an entire people.
twice.
Interesting way to phrase it.
Also, a green sword and brought him back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't deny that I'm.
You guys have a thing for knocking out cities for sure.
Yeah. I don't deny that I'm shit.
We need to not be, because it hurts me that we're not good people.
Well, and to that, I would say that we need to stop fearing a little bit more. Because we did what we did here because we feared the pixies. We left Benamir because we feared the Thieves Guild. I made a deal with Vesero because I feared losing my sister. We are a little too fearful to be heroes. Look at Letus.
Well,
A true hero.
I was afraid to go to jail for killing tons of people in Benamir. Not so much the Thieves Guild.
I broke us out of jail.
But so much of what we did was because we feared the alternative of what we could have done. We were always siding with the side that was the least scary. Right?
We are the scary.
We
We broke into a house to steal something and 11 people died. And then more people died. And then now bodies are in the sewer.
Yeah.
I don't have any, there's no mystery about me. I'm just a shit person.
And we were shitty to lead us when he first came with us.
Yeah.
First game? I mean, he was the glorified coffee maker
Right.
up until his death.
And now look at him.
Ripley.
Thick.
thick with 2 seats.
He's too good for us, and I told him that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he always was.
I think that part of being a hero is doing the right thing, even if it means you die. And either we
Yeah, but
are
we-
going to do that.
Yeah, but we
We're
struggle
not.
with trying to figure out what the right thing is. We can make everything the right thing. Killing all those guards in the house, that was the right thing to do so we didn't get caught so we could get the thing. Turns out that's not a right thing to do at all.
Yeah, but we could have also just faced whatever his name. What was his name? We could have just gone and faced him.
Yeah.
Or we could have just tried to do something and just go get your mom and leave.
Mm-hmm.
We decided to go the route that we did
Right.
because we feared facing him alone.
No,
Yeah.
not exactly.
Well, some fear is necessary. It's what is our goal and what is most likely to succeed. We probably wouldn't have, especially now that we know that that guy was some sort of like fire thing. Like, it probably would have been easier if we had more help.
Turns out when everything's trying to kill you, you assume everything is trying to kill you.
And most people
If
are
that
not
makes
trying.
sense.
Yeah, most people are not trying to kill us.
I understand what Skadi is saying. I do.
Same.
But it's either something that you pride yourself on or it's something that you don't. And for the longest time, this group, since I've met you all, we have not.
Yeah, but I don't want to pride myself on doing shitty things.
I'm saying pride yourself on not doing shitty things. It's either something you do or you don't. And to this point, we haven't. And if we want to change that, we can. But that is what has to define us then.
I want to start doing what's right.
It needs to be clearer than that. We can be, because like Sproigins was saying, it. We wanted to get in without being noticed or being stopped by some people who are just doing their job. We need to not harm people who are just doing their job. We probably could have even talked to those people and been like, help us out. These guys are all douchebags.
I think it is as simple as we just need to do what's right and not kill. That's that. Don't kill people who are just doing their jobs.
But I mean,
Do
like,
what's
just
right.
define it. Oh, that's all.
I'm sorry I turned one of your peoples to ash.
Are you?
Yeah, I feel totally shit about it.
I do too. But trust me, I did far worse to those people than you did.
I don't think you did.
Padir did.
One and the same
No.
to them.
Yeah.
True.
So I'm all for it. And, some big grand change where we potentially risk more by doing this, though.
You just can't always take the easy path.
And is it really worth doing whatever to get to... Do the ends justify the means, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
They always can. You
Wait.
can make anything fit any.
Pretty sure Vestero thinks that they do.
Right. There has to be a difference between us and what we're trying to defeat.
And that's another point that I think's worth noting. I'm not sure we can defeat Vestero, the people we are now. Because it'll either require more of us or it'll require us to have more friends. And that is not something we do very well.
No.
We're going to need the support of a number of people to even begin to have a shot at Vestero. And to do that, we have to start gaining support, not fear, not enemies. And
All right, who do we start with? Vampires?
For support,
Yeah.
we need money, don't we?
All right, well, let's get some money.
What? Why do we need money?
Because they only work on money.
Who?
Vampires.
I've been
Thieves
saying
Guild
this.
or Assassin's Guild.
I've been saying this, but I think for different reasons now. I think we should go back to the maze.
We need to get Udik Ball.
Yeah, I think we need to get Udik Ball, turn in our bounty on him.
So here's the thing also. Crinden's not safe
Why?
because I got a message from my mom saying that her and T fled to Elantris because demons were coming in from the north. So that's a thing too. So maybe that Punisher's Court doesn't exist anymore.
I would like to check, because that would be a very strong ally.
Yeah.
As you guys are saying this now, Terry begins to walk down the stairs. All right, on to Crinden then.
Apparently not. You're still going back to the material plane.
What do you said?
Apparently Crinden is overrun by demons.
I
So I
don't.
can send you to Crinden if you want, but I don't think that's the smartest place for you to go.
I'm just gonna go pop upstairs for a nap.
No.
Would you? Is there another town you'd want to go to?
Well,
Wouldn't he do extremely well in
Well, Fire Shield-
your foster town?
No, fuck no, don't.
No?
No. What
I
about
thought
Fire
those were
Shield?
good people.
Fire
They're
Shield's
really good people, but it's
high. It's on an island. Check this out, Terry.
sure.
On an island.
Here's the college there, yeah.
Correct.
A bunch of party animals, those ones are.
That's right.
Kind of mixed with a bit of a snooty folk.
Yeah. But I feel like you could blend in very nicely. You could be snooty, and also
I don't like to be snooty.
check this out.
I'm everyone's friend.
Maybe that's
Maybe
right.
not your friend, but I'm
You're
everyone else.
you're my friend. Because I treat you like shit, it doesn't mean that you're my friend, Terry. It means I don't know how to treat friends like anything other than shit.
Well, I feel like maybe you don't have any friends then.
Fair enough.
I don't have anything to go back to on Esterlin, and I think if I am to start a life, trying to find a good mercantile-based city would be beneficial.
Do you have any family on the material plane?
Yeah, didn't you say you have daughters?
He's been gone for like 100-something years.
Not necessarily.
I did. Yep. Formally, I guess you would say. Used to, at one point. Yep. So, not anymore, sure, yeah. But I can still run a shop. Probably pretty good, I think. Sell my potions and my items and,
What about hooking him up with your mom?
I mean, is
At
she...
the shop.
No.
The
They
shop.
just fled Crinden. They're going
they're
to a
going-
launch. No. Not a thing.
What about sending him to be with Inigo?
Oh,
I mean, is there
It's
some
safe.
type of market baron or something?
Actually, it's a city that was destroyed, and we brought it back to life.
I sort of have a bad history with cities that
and
have
now
been
it has a
destroyed.
shield.
No, it's better now. And someone who
We don't know if it's better. It was
We don't
better
know if
when
any of these places
I
are.
know.
Sort of sounds
we
like
see
shaky
them?
ground on this
Huh.
Inigo place.
Are you able to check in on them? With
Green
your-
sword?
With your
You guys have mentioned
magics?
green sword.
Green Sword doesn't run on money.
Yeah.
That's not my kind of play. I'll take the demons, thank you. Just want to have a life
Benamir?
for
We don't
myself.
fucking go anywhere.
Again?
Benamir?
Benamir, they have a thriving market, I think.
We
Yeah,
don't- They've been.
they did.
Oh, their viceroy did wonders for their economy there.
Well, three of the main four people are dead.
I think with Inigo is his best bet.
I suppose
If
you
they're
all
safe.
Where do you want to go? Is
had
there
a
a city
hand in
that
that
you?
as
I
well.
feel like
Yeah.
this conversation is playing into our last conversation because there's nowhere for you to go.
Because we're shitty people.
Well, there's plenty of places that we've never been to.
What city would you want to go to?
Yes. I could maybe go to Etros if you could send me there.
Do you have anything from there?
Good memories. Excellent, right? Yes.
Is there anything that can help you get there? Get him there?
I can send you to Etros, but I won't know where on Etros you'd go.
Excuse me.
I mean, the whole place is pretty good, I think.
What if I
So-
put you in like the middle of nowhere?
Well, I mean, it doesn't sound like Etros.
Like a spike pit.
Right. Because I've never
That
been
sounds
there.
like the old us.
It'd be better for me to send you somewhere I've been.
Sure, where have you been?
All places that are total shit shows.
But Inigo's not.
We don't know that.
But I don't know that Etros is safe.
Right.
I'm sure it's safe. So
What makes you think
How about
Etros is
this?
safe?
Where do we?
It's just a
I would,
nice place.
I would like to check in with Crennan and see if it is a total shit show. You can get us to the material plane. I can get us there, or I can get
Well,
us
we got
out.
something we have to do here before we can go.
Right. Yeah, maybe we
I
don't go
think-
anywhere if.
I think Skadi was gonna send him without us.
Yeah,
I promise, Terry.
yeah, but if you send him to Crennan and it's a total shit show and he gets dropped in
What
front
about
of
sending
a bunch
him
of
to your
demons.
Fazio character? Can he get him to where he wants to go?
That's the middle of the war, though.
I'd like to avoid that as well. If
However,
I
there's a lot of merchants there.
can hear a voice in there.
And they are able to teleport people there from there.
And I can teleport you directly there. And yes, it's in the middle of a war, but you're surrounded by warriors.
We could send you with a letter
It's a fortress.
proving who you are.
Right.
I mean, I do pretty well, on my own, obviously in a script.
Yeah.
And
But-
you could update them on what's been happening for the most part?
I mean, sure, yeah, if they have like a little bit of coin to get me started.
Because you guys have been meaning to talk to
So,
this
I'll
Fazio
give
guy
you-
for a while now,
I'll give
right?
you some coin to get you started.
Sure,
If you
yeah.
develop our message, deliver our message to them.
Excellent.
Also, there's a nice demon that's on Corsica named Yarfaz. He was the first person I ever encountered that knew no bones. Maybe he'd teach you how to
Control it better.
refine it.
Yeah, Falls.
Mm-hmm.
Tall fella. Weird with the black wings.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Very quiet.
Yeah, it's pronounced Yafu, actually.
Yarfu?
Yafu.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was totally off.
Kind of an interesting guy, really.
Sure.
Sure, yeah. Has
Yeah.
a bit of a weird handshake fetish, I think.
I didn't get that close to him.
Difficult to explain, really. Haven't seen him in some time. Not really a huge fan either. Sort of an unpleasant fellow in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm. In all the ways. Very intimidating.
Yes.
That's gonna get brown on you.
I've only 2 bites in, I'm good.
Well, as soon as you bite it, when the air starts to hit it, it turns the apple brown a little bit.
But you
and
can
then
still
gets
eat it.
kind of- I know you can
Sproigins.
still eat it, but it gets a little gross. I would like for it to stay
Careful
fresh.
magics.
Shit, you know what? Okay.
All right, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna pull out a scroll and start writing a letter to Fazio,
Okay.
kind of just detailing what we've been doing and where we're at.
I can help.
You're just gonna deliver this,
Terry the Great Magnificent,
okay?
Tell him I say hi.
Herald of King of the Shadowfield and the Gloryfield.
Wait, what?
And yeah, has hereby named Terry Onawan his proxy and representative of finger guns.
I'm not writing any of this, by the way.
Well, I mean, I guess I kind of did give him this power, so...
I mean, I can see you not writing.
I know I'm writing. I'm just not writing what you're telling me.
Okay.
Maybe you just go ahead and write it, and then I'll just pop off to this other place.
Terry has been very helpful.
It's true.
We picked him up in the Shadowfell.
I joined you in the Shadowfell.
He
Thank you.
helped us return the shadow to glory.
Correct. It's also accurate. Dashingly handsome. Excellent
They'll
cuddler.
see that. They'll see that.
They won't know about my cuddling skills.
Amazing
Oh.
cuddler.
That's right.
What?
We have the bet cuddles.
Oh.
That's what I think it's called.
And then fill them in on actually what's been going on.
Okay. Giving the rough approximation
Right.
of what they're supposed to know.
Right. All right, I'm gonna roll it up.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm gonna sign it.
Okay.
Have everyone sign it. And then I'm gonna write it under Walker's signature, King Padir of the Gloryfell.
They'll know what that means, clearly.
And then I'm gonna roll it up. And I'm going to make a little twig, or not a twig, but like a little vine to hold it together.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hand it to Terry.
Excellent. Yeah.
Okay. I need you to deliver that to Fazio as soon as you get to Corsica.
Fazio. Excellent.
He's like this tall.
Sure.
And after you give it to him,
Yeah.
can you do me a favor?
I mean, of course. Sure. Yeah.
After you give it to him, tell him I told you to do this.
What spell am I casting?
That's no spell. It's finger guns.
Okay.
It's where we got our name from.
It's not supposed to mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything. It's just it's a
Guns is literally nothing.
Right.
It means nothing.
Like a code word.
it's a code word, right? It'll let Fazio know that that's really from us.
Okay, I can probably accomplish that.
Okay,
Yes.
Sproigins
It's like
and him
the
used to.
somatic components for a spell that is never going to cast.
Right.
I mean, not yet.
Right.
Until I make that spell.
I mean, I have the spell, but I'm not.
And I use it on you, Sproigins.
You could use it.
I use it on you, and you know what it does? It makes us best friends. That's what it does. And one day, I have
You
hope
just
for
did
you
it.
yet.
You just cast it on me, Terry.
And he looks like this. This isn't actually a good drawing of him, but
I will make sure that I keep it in mind.
Wait, are you about to send him to Corsica right now?
Yeah.
All right, so we're just gonna
Oh.
pop off then.
And then, for your trouble, and I'm gonna give him.
Yes. For my trouble of heaving lost bones and being stuck in the
10 platinum.
Shadowfell. But also that bit with the crazy dangerous lady and the golden dragon that we rode on, and
And I'll give him a kiss on the cheek. Thank you for being such a hero.
you know, I'll have to start up a shop wherever I end up, obviously, so this is something I'll have to figure out.
I actually do have something for that. I told you I had things, gifts for you. When you start up your shop, I have 2 things for you to sell right away.
Oh, yeah?
And I will dig it into my bag, and I will give him the golden codpiece. Okay, there's that. And then I will give him the sash, the Knoll sash, the acid resistance sash. Okay, those are 2 powerful magic items for you to sell and or wear, whatever.
Pops out a vial, pours it into the codpiece.
Nope.
Nope, that's fine. I've never worn it.
I want to
Oh,
see
okay.
what the bowl does.
No, it's not a bowl.
It's not a bowl. It covers your junk.
He's never used
Your
it though.
genitalia.
I think when you hand somebody something that was on your twig and berries, you're supposed to let them know.
Well, he says he's never worn it.
I just put my dingling in your water,
Right.
and you put it on my mouth. It hardly seems fair.
But he's never worn it.
You promised.
I'm gonna give him a hug.
I will also give him a hug.
And I'll also give him a hug.
We're all friends, I guess.
Yay!
Bye, Terry.
Bye, King.
The king subtly declines.
And I'm a plain shift Terry. to Corsica with Letus.
We didn't have that kind of relationship.
I want to let go before she hits
Yeah.
plane shift.
I'll
so
wait
that-
till everyone is not touching.
Okay, and then in a flash of blue energy, the form of Terry, robe and all, dissipates into an arcane shimmer before blinking out of existence.
So,
Hera. Moments after. How much health do you have left?
Still 7.
How much health do you have left?
7.
So as you're all standing back, looking across one another, determining the next course of action, you see the black veins and an aggressive burst seem to crawl across Hera's face until one pierces through her eye and crawls around her iris, and you see her eyes begin to roll back in her head, and she falls unconscious.
Skadi, take care of this. And I'll go running out towards the pixies.
Make a death saving throw at disadvantage.
It's just my con.
Mm-hmm.
I can luck this.
You can luck one of them.
Eight.
Mark down a fail on your death saving throws.
I'm going to attempt to cast Healing Word at 6th level on her.
Okay, I need you to roll your healing. Sproigins is dashing out the door, headed to the pixies.
As soon as I get close enough, I'll dimension door.
Walker, I'll give you opportunity to react as well.
15.
Okay.
I know it won't have the intended effect because this is a recurring thing, but I'm hoping maybe it'll get at level, Spare the Dying.
Okay.
So hopefully on that, and then whenever I can have another action, I'll do some healing.
Okay. Hera remains unconscious. Need you to make another death saving throw at disadvantage.
$11.
That's a success. What do you guys want to do?
I'm
Yep, I know, I got you.
tearing ass, that's it.
These two.
Since I did Spare the Dying last time, I will do life transference at 5th level.
And while
Try
he's
to-
doing
try
that, I'm
push
going
the
to
worm
do
back in.
Mass Cure Wounds. So,
Let me cast mine first.
yep. Yep.
Okay. 4. Not as good this time. You can take 60 points of healing.
As the magical energy seeps into Hera's body, you see her body jolt for a brief moment, but it remains still.
You can both, that's good. You can both take
Shit.
26.
26. So you will come up with 2 hit points as Hera takes a huge breath in. The arcane energy now flowing through her, seemingly fighting back the rapid spread of the poison.
I'm going to do it again.
Okay?
I will also
I
do
lay
it
on
again
hands.
when I get an opportunity.
I'll go after
so
him.
how much was that last one then?
26.
26. Okay, so that's Okay. I'll let you guys continue to expend healing. You can roll and let me know. We'll cut to Sproigins. As you exit the door, your party ended up only parking a couple hundred feet away at the request of the pixies from their general location. So it's not too long before you recognize the sort of berm and tree hill outline and some of the colorful flowers that sort of signify their general location. You disappear in a flash of pink smoke as you reappear directly on the berm, and there is a small flittering cloud of pixies that disperse at your grand entrance to their general location, and you see a number of them kind of fly up and are sort of nervously standing there.
Get the Grand Wizard. I need the cure now.
So
Grand Wizard.
I'm not gonna.
I guess.
Call him Papa Pixie to his face.
Grand Wizard is worse.
What? That sounds awesome.
you see
Okay.
Papa Pixie.
Take the KKK Grand Wizard out of it, and the Grand Wizard sounds pretty sweet.
Yeah, a wizard who himself is grand.
Yeah.
Not the leader of the KKK?
Correct.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that reference.
I didn't
Yeah.
either. It's okay. We're there.
Yeah.
Favid Duke.
Yeah. Nowhere near being fucking wizards.
Yeah.
At all.
So
It's because you have a cloak on. doesn't
eventually,
make you a wizard.
Papa Pixie does flitter into your view.
I need the cure now. She's down.
Well, I mean, that is likely a byproduct of the poison, obviously.
But she might be down for good unless I get that cure in her now.
I'm afraid it's taking a little longer than we would have expected. We did not have much of it to work with.
Shit. What can I do to help you get it sped up? I don't have a whole lot of magic.
Seen fit to hold up your end of arrangements thus far? Your pointy sword there. Doesn't
Yeah.
have magical properties.
Fuck no. You want it?
And your arcane instrumentation of arrows.
Yeah, no, not at all. Total trash.
You will leave them here on the ground.
Sure.
And we will bring it to you. In a moment's time, perhaps we can expedite some of the
Yeah, sure. Have my sword and crossbow.
processing. Excellent. Collect those. I would focus on keeping your friend alive. It'll be another moment.
Okay.
So.
Well, I have people doing that. If you don't mind, I'll just kind of wait here for you.
Oh, by all means, if you wish. And he disappears, and you see him sort of orchestrating and talking to a number of pixies who kind of flitter in and out of conversation with him, and eventually him and about 4 other pixies go into this large red mushroom sort of domed overhanging fungi that has a number of holes kind of carved into it, and you see them kind of like bees going into a honeycomb kind of disappearing within the holes. What do you guys got for healing?
20.
You both get 12,
Okay.
and you get 28.
162.
Damn.
Well,
Take that.
168,
162.
162. This brings you up to 8 hit points.
An additional 8?
Nope. Including the first 2 that got pumped into you. Fey Whisper is.
That bitch.
Okay. So. Okay. So you guys are tending to Hara, and what does that bring you up to a total of now?
You said 8.
8 total?
That's what you said.
Yeah, you said 8. That's
2, sorry,
including-
hang on.
You gave her 40 something.
There was 162 from you.
You gave her 160.
Yeah, okay.
I gave her
okay.
162.
So you are at 8. So you all are focusing, pumping this arcane energy into her, and you're feeling the energy of yourself being sapped as you're fighting to stave off whatever is taking place. Papa Pixie actually comes out of the mushroom. We've run into a bit of a complication.
Which is what?
We tried to expedite the process, and we may have set ourselves back just a touch.
What does that mean?
It is still coming along, of course. Again, if we had had more to work with, we wouldn't be in this.
What do you mean? You had 3 vials.
We were handed 1. That was hardly...
If you had more, could it work faster?
At this point, I'm afraid the brew has begun. Adding fresh ingredients would not be to its benefit.
All right. What can I help?
Not with this. But hopefully it all works out. We are, of course, diligently working to hold up our end of the arrangement. So we will be with you shortly. Take 7 points of poison damage.
Hera, I want to keep
Rolled
healing
a
you.
1, 2 2s, and a 1.
But I'm going to have to wait
Thanks,
until
Shannara.
you pass out again before I heal you, because I will pass out as well.
Don't die on my account.
I'm going to try not to, but I'm going to try to keep you alive too. But that's why I'm going to have to wait until you die again to try and bring you back again.
What a tease.
If this is it,
There is no release.
I love you guys.
$14.
So, Papa Pixie comes out, and behind him, a small caravan of floating pixies with what appears to be a leaf that's been rolled and folded and kind of tucked into a number of different sort of origami type structures.
It's like the Lord of the Rings bread, like.
Sure, yeah, it's the Lord of the Rings bread package or
Yeah.
whatever else. There's not very much to work with.
Okay.
I would recommend making sure all of it is used.
How do I use it?
Hopefully she is alive enough to ingest it.
Down the throat.
Ideally, yes.
Give it to me. Do I have to be incredibly careful with this, or can I?
I mean, I wouldn't drop it.
All right, cool. Dimension door.
So I need you to make an initiative check.
Okay. Hold on. Oh yeah. 13. That is much higher than my initiative typically is.
Can I make you re-roll if it's...
What happens now?
Do I have to know what it is?
Well, you know what? Can I use the luck?
Don't.
Don't use the luck?
I said you don't.
Oh.
So you, dimension door directly back, open the door, and you see Sproigins flashing the door open with this strange sort of pocketed leafy vial in hand. As soon as you do, there's this whitish aura around him, almost as if it's got like this sort of heavenly glow, and
I am an angel.
you see him you see him arriving in through the door, and his form kind of shifts and shimmers for a moment as his visual is consumed by darkness, and you see Hera kind of look up and smile for a brief moment, and the veins begin to crawl across her face and her eyes close and roll back. I need you to make another death saving throw at disadvantage.
Get her up. I got it.
When I get an opportunity,
That is your second.
Did it not reset after?
You do the thing. Sproigins will do the thing.
Well, I'm waiting for DM.
I'll do the thing.
Yep, Skadi and Walker can have reactions.
Got it. She just has to swallow it.
We're on it.
Jesus Christ.
You're gonna have a conversation with her?
I fucking did it that time. Jesus. All right. You know what? I will also. I see you guys go. Would I get a reaction for healing as well?
You coming in is your reaction in the order, but you will be able to take place in the initiative order if you want to.
So I think if it comes down to.
It would be a pouring in her mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 36.
36, okay. What are you doing?
Are you down?
No.
Okay. 15.
Both of us? Just her.
Just her.
'Kay.
I'm out of ones for everyone.
Okay. I get
And
another.
then Sproigins, what do you want to do?
Well, if is she not up?
She's not.
I'll also do healing then. The one thing that I have, I'm gonna do a healing word at 8th level. So it's like a bunch of D4s.
It is a bunch of D4s. I know what target number we're after
Is
here.
literally the only healing that your boy has. Can you tell me on your phone
I got your favorite dice.
what a healing
Yes,
word?
I can. I can tell you what that is.
Have 2 of your favorite dice ready to go.
Yeah. Say something.
Hey, okay.
What
This
levels-
is like much better healing than I even give myself.
Well, that's
Literally
good.
not 1/1.
It's a good sign.
I don't even know if this is all the dice I need to roll.
You need to roll 8. 2 more.
8 D4.
Got a 1 now.
That's okay.
Jinxed it.
Plus your spell casting ability modifier.
Yeah.
24 at 8th level.
With 56 points of previous healing, that brings her exactly to 80. And you see Hara's eyes blink open for a brief moment. It brings her exactly to 80.
All right. Well, I will go sliding in and
You're gonna slither in
Put it in her mouth.
and put it in her mouth.
Are you a willing participant?
I saw him with the thing, so yes, I am.
yeah, I will slowly
She saw you with the thing, so she's willing.
You know, I think we're about towards the witching hour.
It's 2018.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? If you like fitness,
Factual.
You like fitness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will carefully unfold this leaf to see what's actually in there.
Okay. As you unfold it, make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know if I've ever had to make one. Natural 20! Yeah! Fuck you, Leaf!
So as
The
you
Leaf don't even know I'm doing that.
open and unfold it, you didn't recognize that there's actually a liquid sort of folded into this square, and it's kind of like an amalgam semi-solid. And it's about to kind of tip and spill because this thing is cornered and pocketed in. They clearly don't have like vials that they create for this kind of thing.
Sure.
And you're able to quickly recognize, and almost like a bluish colored mercury. It's this reflective kind of blue dancing liquid that almost seems like sort of a glittery deep aqua. And it's sort of sitting there in this square type shape that you can sort of bend and fold due to its liquid viscosity. And you're now kind of holding it cupped in this upside down umbrella type formation from the leaf that it was originally packaged in.
All right. Hold her head up.
I mean, she's.
All right. I will kind of
Drink this.
like kind of V it up so I can just. Okay. Don't spit this out.
Fucking guidance on this shit.
Glug, glug, glug. I'm a guidance her.
Okay.
Please, I believe in you. Don't. I want you to live and not die. Inspiration. Just have all the fucking things. Just drink the juice.
Drink the juice. Yeah, so do go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, great.
Yeah, you don't. This is the way. Like, do I? I don't want a 1. Or
What?
D12.
And
A D4.
So 2 D4s and a D12.
well, I just
Just to
want
keep your liquids down.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm up there and probably okay with what I rolled, but
Just use it all.
yeah, this is my life.
I would like to inspire you for the first time ever to drink the liquid.
That sounds like a
I mean,
bar.
like,
We didn't
if,
have that bar in the
it's
campaign.
Hara, she's good at drinking. I mean, 27.
You get another D4.
I know, but
Just use it.
Roll the fucking dice!
Yeah.
so 5, 18, right?
What?
Because this was a 3 before, right?
Math.
I didn't see it the first time, but this is a 22, 25, and what is it now?
You just
28.
28.
Math is hard.
Well, the DC for drinking
highest
liquid to
con
save
save
your
of all
life,
time.
just because it doesn't taste particularly good and you're in a weakened state, is not very high.
What was it?
10.
Yeah, and she rolled that on her 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
You eat the leaf too.
She needs some roughage.
Yeah.
The tips of your fingers turn into
Yeah.
liquid.
Ah, no.
So, with sort of a desperate eagerness, Hera takes every drop.
Family show, guys. Family show.
Jesus Christ.
It was me.
Anyways, and eventually the glittering bluish liquid disappears down the gullet of Hera's sort of wraithed and live form, and you see her sort of just collapse in a bit of a relaxation, still maintaining a sense of nervousness.
I would like to keep my eye on the black vein stuff and see if it's fading or subsiding at all.
I'm going to cast Healing Word at 3rd level
Okay.
and give her whatever 16 turns into.
Okay. It seems as if this antidote, whatever it was, is coursing its way through, and you feel your pulse kick in various portions of your body. Your pulse now, you feel trail down your arm, and you feel it move all the way down your leg until individual toes pulse at random intervals, and your whole body begins to kind of convulse in this very uncomfortable, not tense or clenching sort of mechanism. It almost feels like your body is being spread out by your own system, and you feel the internal portions of yourself kind of begin to contract, like dragging a metal pipe cleaner through a very narrow slot, as every inch of your body is made extremely uncomfortable. And as Skadi sort of places her arms on you just to try and keep you still and help in whatever way she can, you feel the arcane energy enter your system. You can take 8 points of healing.
I take 8?
Correct.
How much health did I come back with?
1.
Okay.
Like, you just hit the mark. Like, you were 1 death saving throw away.
I know.
So you are still on the ground, still going through this extremely convulsive, uncomfortable phase, but you do seem much more nourished by Skadi's healing abilities than before.
Do the black veins look like they're doing anything?
Still there at the moment.
I'm gonna start crying a little bit. I actually felt that.
Then I'm going to do it again. Getting decent rolls right now. 15.
15, you can take another 7.
Oh. I have 16 HP, you guys. It's been days.
So what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna go back out and dimension door to the pixies.
Okay. So you appear, another flitter of pixies.
It didn't fucking work. All the veins and shit didn't go away. Are you sure you made it correctly?
Well, there's only one way to make it as far as we are aware. What about it is not meeting your expectations?
Come with me. I'll take you right here. Take my hand. Take my finger.
Pull my finger.
I'm probably okay without this.
Okay, can you come look
At what?
at Hara to make sure that it's working how you said it was supposed to work?
Is she alive?
For now,
Well, it seems as if it's doing its job.
come on. And I'm going to dimension door back.
Okay.
And I'm going to wait for him to show up.
Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing?
It still feels like boom, 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 boom. It feels like everything is a giant heartbeat. It's weird. I don't like it.
She
But I don't
did.
hate it. No. She's like more awake than she's been all day. I'm gonna do it one more time.
I'm on the kitchen floor.
13.
You can take another 6.
I think this is like the first time I hit 20s.
You were at 20, I think, once last episode.
Ah,
I'll do one more round of life transference.
don't kill yourself for me.
I'll bring it back.
Yeah. And I have less dice now, so because I'm
They've
out
been
of
burning through spells.
yeah, I'm out of spell slots.
You soaked up a lot of healing.
I know, I've been writing it down.
So you can take 40 points of health.
And what are you looking like?
You may add 20 points of health to Hera.
Hurt. Injured.
Injured.
Like, you lose that much stuff, that's like your emotional.
You can take 10.
injured.
Oh yeah.
Is Papa Pixie on his way?
Plus 8.
I mean, make a perception check.
Like Jackie in real life wants to cry because like Hera almost died. Develop alive.
31.
You don't see him.
I'm gonna sit up.
Okay. If
I
you
feel so much better.
if you're doing okay, I would like to just spend some cure wounds curing myself. Is that can I just do that? Okay. Because I need to.
I will let you do your math without the table.
Okay.
I'm waiting for Papa Pixie to come back to see if it's working.
Any
I don't
change?
think.
I mean, maybe it's just permanent, but I feel better.
Do I notice anything? I'm staring at her.
I mean, you see her face.
The veins.
Hug.
Make a medicine check.
I'm good at those now.
I mean,
She's going for proficiency in
Yeah.
medicine.
Not even on purpose. I'm using the friendship dice.
My friendship dice.
Natural fucking 20.
The veins are not moving.
Okay. Those aren't moving, but you feel better.
I mean, like, yeah. I'm feeling the best. I mean, other
Now
than
I'm
my
rolling
like veins
high.
feeling like
I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
it's really uncomfortable, but
Those might be permanent.
So we'll say you give her a cursory examination with your newfound.
Yeah, can I count that for trying to be proficient in medicine?
Nope, because you have to declare.
Well, what have
it's
you-
always
I
been
know
you
it's
have
always
to
been that
declare.
way.
what have you been learning? Anything?
Animal handling
Shit,
expertise.
what am I
Yeah,
trying
expertise
to
in
learn?
animal handling.
Investigation.
I've never known
That's
it was
true.
a thing, so
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know.
I'm keeping track of everything.
I
So-
don't know if I've ever rolled a 19. to
As
get
you
my
are-
second
I've been
check.
doing religion, and since we've been starting since before the stream, I still haven't done a natural 20 on religion.
For the viewers who
Yeah, I
are
was about to say
watching,
homebrew.
you in this campaign, I give people an opportunity to gain additional proficiencies. However, they have to organically come across the roll 3 natural 20s in that skill, followed by 2 19s, and then, in applying themselves and focusing on learning, they can gain a proficiency. As you're looking her over and kind of prodding her face and kind of moving things around, and you
I'm gonna check to
actually,
make sure all her ribs are there too.
the ribs all seem in place.
Just in case I got no bones.
You sense a random smattering of pulses and things that sort of seem unusual, and there's a variety of interesting features as you're able to sort of zoom in and look very close. And almost as if in the moment you're desperately trying to find answers, you see Skadi's eye right in front of you kind of shift briefly for a moment into that of an owl as she's focused and dialed in. And she kind of zeroes in on something. And it seems as if the veins themselves at this point no longer have a sense of movement to them, even in their subtlety. And then you begin to poke and prod, and it seems like the veins in which this poison has coursed through don't have the same blood flow you would expect or that you can feel from other areas of her body. It feels almost as if this poison was shutting portions of her body down.
I mean, that makes sense.
Almost as if she was trying to fight to stay on her feet, it was going to make it hard. If she found herself passed out or unconscious, it would make it difficult for her to find the will to come back, things of that nature. Seems to make sense that her body was sort of being systematically disassembled. And these veins are a physical byproduct of that.
That.
I mean, that makes sense.
The body was like eating itself.
Don't know if I said that, but
That's what Skadi said.
sure.
Eating itself.
I mean, not like, not.
Oh, hey. God.
Raven Queen?
Morden, is that?
Yeah.
Or did I get an achievement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a natural
Level up, yeah.
Nice.
Not like nom eating
That
itself.
OOG
I mean-
meta.
That makes sense because I don't know how much power you guys are putting into me healing wise, but
All of it.
Are you here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just outside the
it still
door
feels
with it open waiting for
like I'm not getting a lot.
somebody
you know
to come.
what I
That's
mean?
not going to come.
But it's definitely not as bad as before when you guys try to heal me.
Well, Skadi, hold on to your heels because I'm tapped out magically today.
Level 2.
Okay.
Right into the top of your noodle.
11.
You can take another 5.
All right.
This
Is
is
he
the
not?
best.
He's still not coming.
It does not. The trip is easily short enough where if he was coming, he would have arrived. Yes.
Dimension door back.
Pink mist appears at the doorway, and Sproigins disappears in
You
its
must have
presence.
forgotten something.
I told you to please come.
Oh, I thought we had understood. I told you I didn't want to do that.
You didn't tell me that.
Quite certain that I did, but I'm sorry if we had a misunderstanding. That is my mistake, perhaps. I don't want to do that.
Why?
Perhaps I have no compulsion to pursue you into your lair with your allies, especially alone and isolated. That does not seem as if it would benefit me.
That's
so I
fair.
think I'll just stay here, actually.
All right.
And since our end of the bargain is upheld as promised,
Dimension door out.
good.
I actually would like to.
That's what I thought.
I want to go talk to Papa Pixie.
Okay.
I end up at the door. Where you?
I'm gonna go talk to.
For what?
Yeah, for
He
what?
doesn't want to come. He doesn't-
That's fine.
What are you going to go talk to him about?
Okay. So I'm gonna go on the door.
Skadi,
I'll be right back.
what? You're part of a team. Tell the team what you're doing.
I need to talk to the Pixie,
About?
my dad.
Do you want us to come with?
No, make sure she's okay.
Walker,
mean,
will
I-
you go with just so she's not alone?
Yeah, I mean,
We don't.
We just brought one back. Let's not lose another.
Oh, okay.
So, who's going?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Skadi.
All right. So Skadi and Walker make their way over to cross the 200-foot divide over to where the pixie encampment lie outside of the magnificent mansion. And you find a group of pixies sort of in a flying and shifting row, like these sort of gently oscillating fireflies, kind of in a, I don't want to say a defensive line necessarily, but they're posed to meet you.
I have a question for the elder.
At this point, the middle pixie just almost with like a huge eye roll on these tiny little eyes. And after about half a minute or so, you see Papa Pixie come back out. Welcome back. Do you have more business to discuss, or are we concluded?
I just have a couple questions.
Ah, well, if you'd like to pick your flower, you can feel free to do so.
I actually would like to ask you a question about a flower instead of getting a flower back.
Oh, that must be a very important question.
I know you said the flower in Kala wasn't my dad.
Well, I cannot be certain, of course. I did not view it myself, but I would imagine that type of magic does not transfer planes very well.
Why is there a fey flower in my hometown?
Much as is the nature of the turmoil and the emotion captured in the Feywild. Energy and emotion bleeds. Planes have thin lines between them in some places. Perhaps this is simply such a place. And in that place, something raw tried to come through. Oh, something raw tried to come here. Whatever the case, it is no flower of mine. Is that whole then?
So you think it is like a... I can't think of the word. A break in the plains? Well,
A break in the plains has not been seen for thousands of years when it was first tried to be done on purpose. I don't think such an event would take place merely by coincidence. That is to say, perhaps someone tried to do so on purpose, or perhaps you are mistaken. I'm sure the latter is more likely.
if there's a flower on the material plane from here, does it make sense that it's from something coming or trying to shift from here to the material plane?
I can't imagine why anyone would want to leave the Feywild.
Oh, me neither.
Quite. But, again, having not investigated, I'm sure I don't know.
Has he actually not investigated it after we brought it up to him last time we were here?
Make an insight check.
I'm use luck.
Yeah.
It's much better. 22.
He's definitely hiding something. So, if there's nothing else, obviously, I think our business is done here.
I think by me not asking you for a flower, you owe me the truth.
Interesting. Make a persuasion check at advantage.
You're good at that. Call him by his middle name, that'll intimidate him. Papa Stephen Pixie, get over here now. You put those fruit roll-ups down.
We are going through spell slots, Lux, we are tearing it up today.
I'm friggin' tapped. I need to go to bed soon anyway.
You got an initiative rolls without a fight
Y'all
even.
just woke up.
18. No, wait. 17, sorry.
I tell you what. Amusing as it has been to watch your band of whatever you are traipse around in our forests and dispose of rather brutish heathens, I must admit, I have taken some joy in your presence. We don't very often have sort of theatrical presence here in the Fae.
Yeah, we're the best.
I forgot you were there.
Yeah.
You startled me.
I'm here.
you are. The flower that you speak of, I do not believe is from the Fae. Fae in nature, perhaps? But when I say it is not from my garden, that is in fact true, nor is it from any garden here. Though I must confess, there are elements of many planes on it, it would seem. Powerful arcane magic lingering. Perhaps that is the spot where planes converge. Perhaps that is the spot where a celestial being of infinite planar travel decided to take a wee. I don't know. But the flower is not one of mine. Have fun with whatever that ends up leading you to, hopefully not your death. And you, tall, dirty one, you're not as big as the other ones, and you talk a lot less. You don't carry anything particularly rugged.
The Urban Outfitters version of a Eldritch.
Trying to cast something on me.
Whoa. Roll dick wiggle. Oh shit. You're about to get counterspelled. Not even a spell.
You see his arm dart out and cast this arcane flare that sort of disperses into this cone in front of your face. And as the arcane energy dissipates, you're just... What are you?
I'm Walker.
Of finger guns.
Both of you out! Leave the Feywild and our business is done.
God, friendship is a terrible spell.
Friendship?
Yeah, that's what I cast on you. You
That
just
is
do
probably
this.
why we are still not friends.
You could do
I
it to
am
me.
more powerful than
Do it to me.
I have no such interest in casting friendships with you.
Do it to her.
We are already friends.
Does she grimace or anything?
Just sort of nervous face there for a second.
Sure, like everybody's friends with their uncles.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. I am the respected elder here.
Do they do anything? Or are they
I mean, they're
Are
particularly...
they Padir supportive or are they like rolling eyes supportive?
They are not stamping their spears into the ground.
Yeah.
They are not casting prestidigitation anywhere.
I guess loyalty is shown in different ways.
Of course.
Yeah.
No.
I'm the king too. You can't see him right now, but these turn into wings.
He actually is the king of another planet.
Oh, and I got this crown, but it's missing the diamond.
Make a charisma check.
19.
Wow.
The next thing you know, he's going to be going to McDowell's trying to get some happy.
I don't want you to take the following statement any one particular way.
I won't.
I think I might be starting to like you.
That's good. We might need to be friends in the future.
Did your spell take effect?
Can I ask you?
I don't know.
Whoa! Jesus Christ! Theo.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Wow.
Is this a charm?
It is not.
It is from a fae, though, isn't it?
It is from a fae, yes.
So that doesn't do anything, does
That
it?
means nothing.
Oh, it
Yeah.
does for me.
Oh, no, you can't. That's right. So this would not affect that, no.
Jesus Christ.
24.
The fucking Rambo.
So you see a bunch of fingers waving as you hear these tiny muttering spells, and a number of things are seemingly trying to throw the same sort of cone of protection directly in front of you. And immediately then Papa Pixie comes in real close to your face. You will now work for me. You will do my bidding.
Do I believe this is working?
Wow. Jesus Christ.
He's like right in front of you.
Yeah, you can poke all his little eyes out.
Like this.
Yeah. I just wanted to get you closer.
Intimidation check at advantage.
They hit him with the wild eyes.
Yeah.
19.
19.
This is the best I've ever rolled.
Pull back! And immediately you see the line of pixies shifting backwards, and a large blue shimmery veil kind of drapes down around their and they're all sort of inside this arcane field, sort of looking at you. I don't like you anymore.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna knock on the veil.
It almost like ripples like a curtain.
That's fine. And stare at Papa Pixie. We'll be back.
Don't you come in the fucking mansion talking about we're shitty people ever again.
An intimidation check.
I'm not trying to intimidate him.
Yes, you are. Make an intimidation check.
You absolutely are.
I think that's straight. No, 17.
We'll be ready.
We're not gonna attack you.
We'll see about that.
Skadi,
I have more questions.
I have more magic.
we might attack him.
You have a very
We're friends. We need more people.
Bye. Skadi, come on, let's
But you
go.
didn't answer all my questions.
Oh. Hey, will you answer her questions?
Oh my god.
Then we'll leave.
You are lucky
Yeah.
that this veil separates us.
But we can still talk like friends do.
You don't know that. We are not friends.
We could be friends. That's what we're trying to
Make
do
an
now.
intimidation check also.
Oh my god.
mean-
His perspective.
18.
I understand now where you sit. Come back to the Fae again, and I'm sure we'll be ready for you.
To like answer our questions and help us?
Help you indeed.
Fucking A.
I feel like
I don't care how you feel! Go away!
Alright. Skadi, I'll be in the mansion.
Yes, retreat to your fortress. I know you.
Yeah. I just feel like you know more about that flower.
Oh, God damn it. He kind of straightens himself up, two legs just sort of dangling as he's flying back and forth. I'll answer one more question and you will go.
I mean, sure. We'll probably be back though.
Are you going back to the mansion?
I'll kind of probably do the thing where like you walk in, you're like waiting on your friend, and you're like, all right, stop. And then if they sit there, you like kind of start walking shortly back, but you already made the decision to go, so you're not like going all the way back.
Right. It's like the bar closed telling the person. who
Come
you're-
on, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
come on.
okay.
Yeah.
I got you. So you're bar closing your way back.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
What is your question then?
When's the last time you saw my father?
Who is your father?
Yeah.
I mean, this was many cycles ago. I suppose if we're using components from the material plane and your backwards ways,
Yeah.
that would mean nearly 30 plus years ago.
That long ago.
Yes?
Okay.
The elf they had with them then was also very unpleasant.
It was him. Same guy.
These are friendship.
So is the last time you saw my father?
That was your question, and you have put us in a position where you will accept that. We shall see who is the stronger party. It is up to you to make the choice now. We are done being bullied by those bigger than us. We have fought big ones before, and we are ready to do so again, magic or no.
Okay. I must slowly back away.
They're all just sort of like watching you at the ready.
I'm going to, hang on. Oh, yeah, I'll just do this. I'm just gonna make a little flower. No, I'm gonna take like a little seed pod. I'm gonna place it on the ground, put my hand over it, and see if it blooms.
What seed pod are you placing?
Just like a flower seed that I have from the many flowers that I have made. A daisy.
You don't make seeds. Your creations through Druidcraft are purely arcane.
Then I'm gonna take an apple seed,
Okay?
because I definitely have those.
Okay.
And I'm gonna see if I can get it to sprout just a little bit.
I would say trying to have a tree sprout after just pushing a seed into the ground. You see just the tiniest little leaf. Little
yeah.
tiny leaf, about the size of Pop Pixie's foot. Pop up out of the ground.
Okay. I'm gonna wink, and then I'm gonna walk away.
They're all just like continuing to stay almost perfectly motionless aside from a slight drift of their wings flapping around.
I'll come back and talk to you guys later.
No, you won't!
Like in a few cycles. Okay, bye!
So you eventually then make your way back to the mansion, find the party, presumably regale them to a certain extent with the...
Hey, Sproigins.
Why are you doing so fast?
Hara?
So threateningly and aggressive.
Yeah, you're very...
Yeah. That was good. That was fun. God. I did it.
We don't...
You guys showed it to me and then I did it.
Wait, you did it to the pixies?
Yeah.
What did they do?
I casted friends on them.
You cast a spell on the fucking pixies?
Yeah,
That's
friends.
not. This isn't casting friends, though.
That's what
Unless
she
you
said.
did this while.
Well, how did they take it?
friends.
That's what she said. At first he was okay with being friends, and then he was not okay with being friends. And then...
Did he know that you cast a spell on him?
Were you actually? No. Okay.
I was casting friends on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys taught me how.
And it was fine? I mean, you guys aren't dead.
Yeah. I
Good.
mean,
He
That's
was-
nice.
I think actually Papa Pixie's pretty scared of us now.
What does that mean? What would you have ever done to scare Papa Pixie?
He seemed to be really scared of the power of friends.
Yeah, he didn't...
Power
of friendship.
Yeah.
That's not a fucking thing at
Yeah,
all.
no, that's
Friendship is
what turned
magic.
them off. Because so what happened was...
Let's turn them off.
Yeah, well, so... Hang
So
on.
they-
Well,
Okay.
actually, just Papa Pixie. The other ones kind of seems whatever about it.
Were you guys trying to start a coup?
No. I just, you cast friendship on people and things don't always go according to plan. Like I said, because I think the first time it was successful because he was happy with me. No, the first time he was, "Ugh," and then he was like, okay, and then I did it again, and I thought we were all cool, and then he got super scared about it. And like
Because
he
he
was
thought
like,
you were
I'm
trying to
gonna tell
cat-
you what to do. You're gonna do what I want you to do. So, just normal encounters with pixies.
That's not normal. This is fine.
I hate the Feywild.
I think we all kind of do.
They're not very friendly here.
No, they're not.
I mean, I get that I'm like kind of weird, but you could be a little nicer than that. That's all I gotta say.
I think they're just used
Talking
to.
about them, not you. You're,
No, yeah.
I think they kind of approach things the way that we have. Everybody's kind of dangerous. So they think,
Yeah, but I tried to cast friendship on them.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
we
they
also
know.
destroyed their enemies.
I think they know we're dangerous. We've
Maybe
done
they didn't
both
like
violent
having a
things
spell.
that they asked us to do. We did it with very high proficiency.
and I think if you phrase it as make friendship, or something that's not like casting a spell,
Like charming them.
like I want to make friends with you, rather than like I'm casting friendship, because that like takes away their choice or sounds like it.
How are you feeling?
I feel so much better.
I'm glad you're
I
not
still
dead.
feel weird.
I was trying to get
Is
Papa
the-
Pixie to come in.
Still going on?
It seems to have lessened slightly over time.
Okay.
I was trying to get Papa Pixie to come in and take a look. He didn't want to.
Do you think he'd be able to? So you guys kind of made him mad? Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't
Well,
know.
you want to go talk to him?
Well, if you think he might know more about this, I don't know if it would be good, but like, we have no information. I don't know.
Okay, so here's the deal. Hara's cured. Everyone hates the Fae.
I don't know if we know that.
Hara's doing better.
Are my eyes like solid black?
No, they still have sort of the veins creeping across some of the outer corners.
Like instead of like when you get red eye, it's just black eye?
Hara's doing better. We
Okay.
everyone hates the Fae, apparently.
Yeah.
It makes us shitty people, and this place is just
I
weird.
don't
No, I
think
just think
this
we're shitty
place
people.
makes
I don't
us
think
a
it's the
shitty
Fae
people.
anymore.
Well, I think it
We're
just helps
working on
release
that.
our shittiness.
Okay. I think we just need to leave. I can't get us to leave. I at least have to take a short rest before we can go somewhere.
Where are we gonna go?
I think we should go to the labyrinth. The other place I would like to go is home. I just want to get that flower.
What about Crindon to?
Well, I think if we're going to go to Crindon, we should go to the labyrinth first.
Okay. If we go, say we go to the labyrinth, we go fight Udik Ball again. He doesn't have his armor. I have his armor.
That's
So,
right.
fuck that guy.
Wait, why would
So-
he be alive again?
'Cause
That's kind of
That's how
his
it works.
thing,
Oh God.
right?
they were
That's
way
his thing.
stronger than we were before. though.
Okay, so we go there, we kill him, and then what?
Then we would go to Crindon
Okay.
to see if we see what's going on in Crindon to turn in the.
Okay, but if we know that there are demons invading Crindon right now,
We don't. Do we know that or do we think that?
he received a message.
The message said they're invading from the north. They had to flee.
Okay.
Who sent the message?
My mom.
She is sending?
So
She had somebody send it.
This-
Was it her voice that came through? Mm-hmm. Okay.
this whole
Maybe she
we
had
want to
spoken.
do the right thing, be hero, and then we go and do something else before going and saving people. I just don't think it's not what we had just discussed.
I
There
think it's
are
more-
things that would be better for us financially, or
This isn't for us financially. This is for us to buy the Assassin's Guild to help with the war effort.
We need friends, right? Without casting spells on them.
I don't know. I didn't know it was that powerful a spell. You can do it like whenever you want. So
Okay. Okay.
But I do think it's a good idea. We need
And
to
we
go
can't
there.
even go to the fucking labyrinth until we go back to Tarkwari to get the goddamn
Okay.
Oh yeah.
doorknob.
We
If
can go straight there because she can plane shift us to that plane.
if
Oh, sorry. I'm over here trying to make it rain.
if We're heading out.
Hey, Susan.
Okay, you ready? You gonna follow Mom?
You can teleport us right now?
Wait, so where is it that we're going?
I thought you had to sleep.
Can
What did he just say?
Are we supposed to go?
Yep, we're gonna go. You ready to go?
Yes, sir, we're supposed to go.
Okay, should we do it outside the mansion? I guess I don't know how that works.
I'm sure it's fine.
All right, I trust.
Where are we
trust
going?
you.
It's
Alright.
just put your foot on my hip, please.
And he's now like pogoing on 5 of his legs, standing very Twister style.
And I'm gonna take us to that usual spot that we always go to.
What did it say?
What did it say?
Yeah, he seemed very right now.
He seems very what?
Oh, he's getting tons of pounded.
Oh,
He's a very right boy.
you're doing great, bud.
Wow, yeah, I'm super strong and probably better than the blue elf, so let's go ahead and do that. Pound
I'm gonna take us to the usual place that we go.
the what?
The
usual
fucking
place
garden?
The fucking garden.
Okay. So,
Where did we go?
the arcane
the fucking
energy
Crendon deity garden.
swivels up around you as the arcane tendrils and the runes begin to appear in the circular form on the ground around you before enveloping your forms and collapsing into a dome of the white arcane light as your vision stretches through the tunnel of arcane travel when you come to an abrupt stop directly in the familiar garden with the range and details set up around you, though this does not seem like the Crendon you recall. As you begin to move up just out of the point. Whoa, shit.
Whoa, bro.
Freddy
From
foreshadowing.
the point of your entrance, you now see that a vast majority of the city is a royal in fire. And structures have crumbled. And as the portal closes behind you, from your plane shift, you now see from the gates leading west, inward towards the city from the deity garden, a familiar form. A large, monstrous demon. And you see this demon form like a massive gorilla jump
get us out of here, get us out of here,
and
get us out of
lands
here.
directly in front of the group by about 50 feet.
Okay. Take my hands.
It's Obex. Obex.
Miss you.
Don't miss you,
All
ass.
right, grab onto. Yes.
Oh, don't go. Livis wants to see you too.
No, it's not.
Well, life is
Grab onto
go
it.
suck one.
Whoa, suck a demon dick.
Get it. Get us out of here for the love of God, we're gonna
I'm
die.
gonna teleport us to
And
Tarkwaria.
immediately you see a number of demons also flying and forming in. And as the
As we teleport, I give him a finger.
as the glyphs again envelop your form, Obex jumps with his growl, notifying the nearby demons, and with a massive claw heading down directly towards your location before you blink out of existence and arrive in the comparably serene city of Tarkwaria. And that's where we'll end this episode.
He's so terrifying.
So,
Brother, he's so big.
I'm pretty sure his dad's a fire giant.
Fuck fire giants. We already killed fire giants.
we had some fun stuff. I thought we'd get to who knows what kind of chaotic combat action from a number of things that are taking place. But lead us back!
And then he's gone.
And then he's gone. But like he's still back though, so for the people who that means something for, we see you.
That's right, big brain.
We have some moral dilemmas sort of coming to a head in very odd fashion and shape, which is sweet, but also like very heavy. So I like that. I think you guys did a great job tonight. So
Thanks.
And I
Good
lived.
job, Deej.
You did live.
It
Hair
was
is
so
alive.
close.
That's all. Legitimately, what the ratio continues to stagger and get worse. And now you understand, I think, why I'd Vara, even just with all the healing. It's like, it gets to a point. Doesn't matter.
Thank God I talked about the pixie before you two fucking got there. Jesus.
They would have just been like, no.
Give me the juice!
The deal is off.
Yeah. Give me the fucking juice!
Bazooka comes out.
Yeah.
So, hey, you guys, anyone still with us, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you took the opportunity of this amazing show to like, subscribe, support the stream,
Can't do
tell
it
your
anymore.
friends, train a pigeon to deliver notes that you also use to spread the word of finger guns.
Why a pigeon and not an
Ghost
owl?
dogging it?
Because pigeons are like, that's their thing. A homing pigeon.
Yeah, it's the ghost dog carrier pigeon.
Anyway,
gonna be
I hope you
emoji,
took the
right?
opportunity to do some or
That's gonna
all
be
of
one
those
of our
things,
things?
depending on how diverse your
should.
Yeah.
mechanical applications of support can become.
Finger guns us on Twitter.
Yes, and
And
do
Instagram.
those things. Like, follow, subscribe,
Smash.
all smash. Make sure you smash the dice tube.
Pilfer it first.
Thank you guys so much. We'll be back next week, a week from today, Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Please do not miss it. As we stated before, we have some very cool stuff coming up that you will want to hopefully be a part of. So be
we
around
want
for
you to
that.
be a part of it.
We want you to be a part of it. So
And Tuesdays.
Yes, and Tuesdays we'll be continuing Let's Play. Currently, I think they're doing Hello Neighbor, right?
Well, but I won't be here.
Oh, that's right. It'll just be, we'll figure it out. It's going to be Let's Play this Tuesday. Anyways, we want you to be there.
I don't know
Make
if I
sure
wanna
you
do
join
that
us again on
myself.
Friday. Cast.
Give it.
That literally is the only gift that should ever exist, I feel like. I miss most of it just laughing. That's going to live
I
in
was
the
right here.
annals of history
Right here.
forever.
Pilfer the annals?
Until we see you
Rare
next
form.
time,
Rare form.
party on, guys.
Bye.
Jesus.
I like how your hair's just like.
There's that Friday, like, and got product in there.